Hello. Good evening, everyone. Or good morning and good afternoon, wherever you are. And today we're back again, just after yesterday. Actually, this is the usually scheduled stream. This one was unscheduled. Yeah, but today we're back again with FGO to continue the Lostbelt 6. And let's do a bit of recap. Last time we were at the prison in New Darlington, and we were rescuing Mash and Peperoncino. And it was me, it was us and Castoria. After we were caught in the Garden of Lost Will. Yeah, and there we learned about the human Morse. It was the Morse curse that transferred to human, experimented on by Beryl, that bastard. Then we fight him, and what was it? Pepe, he was fighting the 300 and more human Moors. He took care of them in 3 minutes. And then he hit it with the illusion, then transferred the curse to Beryl's. And then Beryl used the power of Woodward, and it was like no selling out attacks. But after getting the curse, you have to flee, run away. And Pepe couldn't make it though, and he told us to run away alone and leave him to die there. That seems to be his final moment. To Oxford, but before that we were greeted by Da Vinci and Red Rabbit taking us to Oxford and brought the news that the Round Table Army has took over Oxford and we can ring the bell awakening there. After ringing the bell, we received the news that Londinium was under attack by the Queen's force. There was beside a few soldiers, it was mostly medic and like non-combatants, so they couldn't defend Londinium. Most of it was burned to the ground. Gareth was revealed to be Ainsel's descendant. Let's explain the time that she saw a vision. The wood was killing everyone, and managed to change the prediction. Also learned that the bell of awakening the body of the clan leader transformed into a bell, and with Gareth there, we can last stand there, and Castoria, as her body was turned into the bell of the sixth bell of awakening, the miracle, now she was Ainsel's descendant. So Castoria ring that bell, prophecies fulfilled. Now what's left is to attack Camelot and take the throne. Yeah, we have a 3 section left to finish up the part 2 of Lostbelt 6. Okay, I think we can get started now. Hope the volume level is alright. Yes. Let's get started. 1.5 days after the attack on Londinium, the evening of the 44th day in Britain. Wait, they just say the limits are like 45 days, right? But you could probably stretch that out a little bit. There! That's a declaration of war taken care of. We have established that we are in the right. You declare war as soon as the Round Table Army arrive? Aren't you supposed to declare war before giving the enemy a chance to surrender? We'll be fine. We are all set to merge our forces. All we have to do now is organize a change of command overnight. So, the fighting begins tomorrow morning. Assuming that we will need to organize new formations for our armies anyway, how should we go about our siege? And it doesn't sound as though the Queen's army would try to attack us out here in the open. Nope. The fact that there aren't any troops out in the plain already means they are definitely just focused on shoring up their defenses. Good thing for us too, since I let the Round Table army get here from Oxford today. So it's finally time to bring down the castle, huh? Which gate do we take? Main, west, or east? Just the main gate. That's what Nocnadia put together her giant course for. After you smash the main gate, the Northern Fairy army and the Round Table army will occupy the castle town. Personally, I would wait to do that until we have siege control the castle itself, but I already told you, no way! I want to keep my new castle in pristine condition. Especially the throne. Even if we succeed at defeating Morgan, it wouldn't mean anything if we destroy the throne in the process. Is there anything special about that throne? No, not really. I just plan to get a lot of use out of it once it's mine. Don't you think you're getting ahead of yourself? We haven't even started fighting yet, let alone won. I would worry about yourself more than me. Never mind the castle sound. You guys are going to have the hardest time of all once you are inside the castle itself. Morgan is going to come straight for you and Gino. If either of you dies, that will pretty much put paid to Ainsel's prophecy. If that happens, the Round Table army's morale will crumble, and me and my army will be the only ones to survive. Yes, that's a good point. Should we have Castoria and Gino stay behind it? No, they're the strongest. They're the strongest weapon. Should like the attacks on a crucial point. Not an option. We will break through the main gate without the Fairy of Paradise's protection. Especially with Vargas and Lancelot standing in our way. Castoria, Mash, and Gino are the only ones who can hold their own against those two. You three will need to go in vanguard the whole time. First the gate, then the city, and then the castle. Got it? Soon we'll be back in that throne room again. No, at least we won't have to fight Vargas, right? What is it, Nocnaria? What's with the sign? You got something to say. Now's the time to say it. You won't get another chance before tomorrow night. If you don't say something memorable now, you'll just end up as that weird chocolate queen. Who asked you? Besides, you know what I pledged, right? So never mind that now. As soon as Morgan's is defeated and that throne is mine, I'll be ready to settle things out in our rematch. Well, what do you know? I thought you'd be in a foul mood once the Round Table army joined us, but you're more fired up than ever. Guess having your rival over and your lover here just the motivator you needed, huh? Pretty much. Neither of them belong to me just yet, but you can definitely never have too many rewards. Which is why we need to cover every possible angle in this strategy meeting. Castoria, the Child Prophecy. Percival commanded the Round Table army. Agreement, the Magecraft advisor of the Northern Army. Da Vinci, sage of the outside world. You four stay here with me. Muramasa, Gino, you're dismissed. There's a tent set up for you at our campsite. Go rest up for tomorrow. You want me here too? Well, okay. I guess I can offer my opinion as a representative of Chaldea and proper human history. Don't worry about me, Gino. Take advantage of this chance to rest. I'll go over what we cover here with you later. Give Mash my best. Got it. I'll let Orbital know as well then. You're gonna be okay on your own, Castoria? I'll be fine. Nocnaria may be running the show, but I'll keep her in line if she starts getting carried away. Besides, with Percival here, I'm sure we can figure out a strategy both our forces can agree to. Oof. Oh, some rest time. Welcome back, Master. How did the strategy meeting with the Round Table Army and Northern Army go? Well, long story short, after Nocnaria went and declared war on Morgan. I see, so Nocnaria said this could be a battle between two opposing nations. And since the general plan of attack for the castle is decided, now we just need to go hammer out the particulars. You got it. Yep, the final battle begins tomorrow morning. Our goals are to obtain Rongominiat and to stop British Lostbelt's collapse from engulfing the world. I know we need to defeat Queen Morgan to achieve both of those goals, but you think we can fight her? Yeah, she might be remembering the time with her as Ash. If we could settle this peacefully, I would do that in a heartbeat. But Queen Morgan has been ruling Britain the way she believes is right for 2,000 years. Words wouldn't change her mind, especially since that's not how she wants to be persuaded. She'll only change her mind once she's been defeated by a power greater than her own. She said if you want to make your dream come true, you need to prove you're strong enough to do so. That's Ash's the savior. As I knew her, she was always severe like that. So, knowing Ash is actually making her more willing to fight in this case. What about you, Senpai? I know this battle would determine the future of Britain. But I also know it's been 44 days since we left the Storm border, and we're approaching our deadline. We don't necessarily have to take part in this battle to complete our mission. We could always sneak into Camelot with the Round Table Army and the Queen's army are fighting each other and acquire Rongominiat that way. If Holmes were here, he would probably suggest we do just that. No, I'm going to fight. I already promised Castoria I would help her. My mind is already made up. Right, running away was never an option. We have a responsibility as humans from proper human history who have already overthrown many Lostbelts. And we have Hope at the Child Prophecy's companion, who have been with her on her journey. If we are going to fight Queen Morgan for the future of this beautiful land, those are the two things we need to hold on to. Okay, more talk. Oh, hey there, Gino. Out for a walk? We wrapped up the strategy meeting a little while ago. All that's left now is wait for tomorrow morning. You have mastered the key to our thought team, so make sure you memorize the layout of the castle before you turn in. Here, Nocnaria drew a map of the castle town. Remember how tall its buildings were when we went for that audience? That's why you've got to watch your steps so you don't get lost, especially since I wouldn't be there to help you out this time. You're not going to fight with us, Hubshrug? I'll see what the exit you can still get back to the Storm border, was it? But I'm not going to fight Morgan. I'm going to see how things play out here. That said, if you're going to fight her, I would like you to take her on and give her such a beating. She'll have no choice but to admit she's outclassed. She's a real sore loser, so she'll never admit defeat otherwise. Yeah, you really know her, don't you? How about you, Grimmer? You gonna join them in the war? Well, yeah, honestly, I don't care which sides win. But I am gonna keep Castoria alive. My goal is to ensure the Fairy of Paradise fulfill her duty. As long as Castoria stays alive, she can always try again if she doesn't defeat Morgan tomorrow. Castoria will win. Hey, the prophecy said she will be the true king, remember? Oh yeah, Ainsel's prophecy did say something like that, didn't it? Chosen by the step of selection, the savior, guarded by travelers from afar, shall reach the throne. The true king shall arrive at the throne. Accept now this bloody crown. Ring, ring like raging thunder, like whipping flame. Let us hearken the sixth bell ringing. So far, everything played out just as it said. Castoria rang the sixth bell, has a foreign maid watching out for her, and tomorrow she'll be within arm reach of the throne. As far as I can tell, her and Morgan's spirit's origin are evenly matched, and the support team are too. So it will all come down to tomorrow. That said, I really don't like the image of a bloody crown. It's gotta be talking about Morgan's blood staining the crown after her defeat, right? Damn it, Ainsel, could you have chosen better imagery for the child prophecy's victory? I mean, it probably also means that Morgan's been squeezing Britain hard for a long time now, but... Oh, right, Gino. Could you give Percival a message for me? I'm happy to inscribe rune on the Round Table armies as shields too. I've got my limit just like anyone else. So tell him to gather up his 100 best soldiers and have them see me. You'll find him in this officer's tent. Got it. Play night was Habitat. Thanks, give an eye on Habitat while I'm away. No problem. We've known each other since the first Grim. After all, don't worry, I'll make sure she doesn't push herself too hard again. It's raining? That's one thing in this world that no one can do anything about. Love. That was flashback. Remember the scene with Melusine. Bards have long sung of love. They've called it fate, joy, and even death. In their song, those without love are, in a sense, blessed, and those with it are, in a sense, discontent. When I was a young child, I didn't know what they meant. I believed love was simple, that merely loving and being loved was enough to be happy. When I was born from the ranch, I was taken to a dazzling, beautiful city. I grew up in one of their educational facilities with the other children who had been purchased like I was. I wanted for nothing. They said a fairy built the whole place on a whim. What if we try raising them ourselves? Had been the question they asked. The result was a rearing house not meant to raise fairy knight, but human knight. It was run by the head of the Fang clan, though they said he didn't choose to do it. He only came to see us a few times, but whatever he did, he told the children the same thing. How about your children born that year? About all the children born that year, there are no other candidates to be found. If none of you show any promise by the time you grow up, this venue will be considered a failure. I know life isn't easy here, but do your best you can. He wasn't the most delicate man, but he wasn't cruel or heartless either. Why did I go to into the restaurant business? Well, I suppose I can tell you. We Fangler and Fairy are wild by nature. Once we go into a frenzy, nothing can stop us. That's why once we committed a grave sin, we wiped out an entire clan for the smallest reason. So the Fang clan need to learn ethique, good taste, and moderation. We are better as a vegetarian than carnivores. That would make up for our past sins, of course, but I want to at least try to ensure we don't repeat them. What the hell? I didn't know he was a guy like this. I couldn't respect him, but I didn't hate him either. If nothing else, at least he had a conscience. Our days of training continue. Over time, more of the children failed to make the cut and were given to other fairies as slaves. The only reason I lasted is because I was lucky enough to be born with a strong constitution and... That's it. See how your left arm got hard just now? That's your magical circuit. It's one of your gifts, Percival. Even human can generate magical energy. From there, it all depends on how you use it. Go on, try and copy me. Because I had the strongest, gentlest knight of the lake in all Britain with me. It's okay, there's no need to be hasty. I'm here for you, Percival. Woodwoods wouldn't come here anymore. That venture has been shut down. So you have all the time in the world to grow up. Please don't be reckless. Please don't get hurt. Please don't do anything fun without me either. You're my first student, my first child, my first brother, my first friend. Ah, my dear Percival, may you grow up healthy and strong. That was the love I knew back then. Just being loved was all I needed. And being able to meet her expectation was the greatest happiness I had known. But as I grew older, every year I saw a little more of the world. Bit by bit, I began to see the way I didn't as a child. Listen, Murian, it's terrible, just terrible. After all the work we put into the manor, those bones people keep messing with it. I understand their confidence since their own manor is doing so well. But lately, they've been baselessly slandering ours almost non-stop. And they're even harassing the humans who work here. I'm afraid you know how rough they can be, right? If they did anything to the humans. Ah, just think about it turned my knees to jelly. Tell me, are my wings just glistering? Of course, it's okay. Don't worry. I'll take care of everything. The love she knew, the love she had been given, wasn't love at all. It was merely affection. Love was destiny, joy, death, a curse she was powerless against. I knew, even then, I knew it was all wrong. But love distorts all our good sense. We make fools of the wise, and good people do evil things. It causes beauty to lose true form. Even though she knew she was only being used, she still clung to that love. Even as it stole the happiness she should have known, and the future she should have enjoyed. That day, I heard a cry of grief that tore my very soul. It was the night I broke the rules and rushed back to the cathedral to tell her I'd been awarded the spear of selection. That was when I saw her lost in despair at her own foolishness. I couldn't help her, or even say anything to her. I was still only 10 years old at the time. That's why I wanted to grow up as quickly as I could. I was sure that once I grew up, I would know how to free her from that horrible curse. That's right, I'm going to save her. I swear it. I don't deserve any praise for becoming the commander of the Round Table Army, and I only want to defeat the Queen to set her free. I never had any intention of fighting for all Britain. I only wanted one thing, no matter how selfish the love, the drive, that one may be. I know, Gareth. I'm not a child anymore. I will see that your lens find her. It's the least I can do to make your wish to protect Britain come true. Oh, so there's like Morgan? Excuse me, are you here, Percival? Oh, hello, Gino. Can I do something for you? You have a message from Grimmer. I see. 100 of my best soldiers, huh? I'll go round it up right away. Thanks for telling me. Is everything okay? Are you alright? That's obvious, huh? It's true. I got scolded for spacing out in the strategy meeting too. But it's okay. I know what I need to do now. I have made my peace with it. I'm Percival of the Round Table Army now. I have things worth fighting for, and wishes of my own. Now, I'm only going to fight for what is right. Please let Castoria know that too. I think she probably saw through me at the meeting earlier. Right, so Percival really is. Tomorrow we face Queen Morgan. I know we are going to have to fight Lancelot as well. So I ask that you let me handle her myself as the commander of the Round Table Army. I may not be able to defeat her, but I swear to at least keep her busy until the battle is over. Are we sure you want to do that, Percival? I am. Castoria and Knocknouty are the main actors in this battle. And the prophecy didn't say anything about me anyway. This just goes to show that I didn't know what love was when I was a child. I'm not sure I get that. Okay. Still a few more arrows till like the battle really starts. Just you two here? Where's Castoria? Castoria was here just a moment ago. She said she was gonna take a walk outside the camp to get some night air. Sure, it's a little reckless of her to go out on her own right before the big battle. But she's strong enough now that she'll be fine even if one of the fair knight would attack her. The real problem is whatever made her want to go outside. Maybe she's tired of being around all these people. Well, you know, she's always had a tough time with crowds. Well, with fairies really. Not that she's not busy with humans either. I'm not sure. Maybe it's because she can tell when someone is lying? Yeah, I believe she has that magic. Huh, she can? Must be fairy eyes. Murian said it used to be impossible to lie to a fairy because they could see your true feelings. From what I could tell, she still had a little of that power herself. Hold on. Oberon told us that ever since British fairies started imitating human society, they lost the mystic that gave them their fairy eye. Oh right, Castoria isn't a British fairy. She came here from Avalon, which means she can see lies. She can tell what others are really thinking. No, she might be seeing even deeper than that. This might be rich coming from me, seeing as I spent my life fixated on things like evil, retribution, and karma. But if she can see people as karma, that would be terrible for her. I'm sure one reason fairies disappeared from proper human history is the advance of civilization. I bet a bigger one, though, is that they couldn't stand seeing human malice laid bare. As humans invented language and began studying the world around them, the whole species grew wiser as knowledge spread from the privileged class to the masses. But that also helped lies, deceit, and pretense spread all over the world. That's what the fairy couldn't bear. That's why they stopped having anything to do with humans. But now the fairy of this Lostbelt are just as pretentious and deceitful as humans. And only two fairies can see just how ugly those lies are, Castoria and Morgan. They are the only two who who are like the fairy we knew in proper human history. Gotcha. Makes sense. It's one thing to see through lies, but quite another to see the lies themselves. Sometimes we humans choose to go along with what someone is telling us even when we know they are lying. If we can turn a blind eye, it will help things go smoothly. But you can't do that if you have fey eyes. They leave you no choice but to face both the lie and the true feeling behind it. What if they only hung out with honest people? What if we've been lying forever? It still wouldn't be enough. There will always be a gap between what someone's saying thinks, no matter how honest they are. In some way, it's actually better if someone lies to you out of contempt. As long as you know what they're doing, there are ways to cope. But if you can see the lies for what they are, the worst are the kind people tell to make you feel better. Even if they're doing it for a good reason, a lie is a lie. So, even if white lie told out of kindness and consideration seems dirty with those with fey eye, then this Britain must be no different from human societies as far as a fairy paradise is concerned. And if that's true, would she really want to save a world like that? Yeah, she said she doesn't want to save this world. She's doing this like out of obligation. It's what people expect from her. Of course she would. She got her head screwed on straight out of that kind of thing. If she was going to jump ship, she would have done so long ago. I don't know why she's so stubborn. But whatever the reason, she's definitely made up the most unyielding steel around. The kind of person who will never compromise their principles, no matter what. Gotta say though, you never know what life materialization has in store. Yeah, I think that's kind of unnecessary. It was planning to head back to the foreign god as soon as I work out what my life's worth. But this job turned out to be a whole lot longer than I expected. One thing led to another, and next thing I knew, we will only have a day away from attacking Camelot. And I'm going to be doing it together with the massive Chaldea too. Who would have thunk? You know, now that you mention it, it really is a hell of a situation we find ourselves in. I can only imagine the headache Director Gareth must be getting when he reads my reports. I don't suppose you'd be willing to join us officially, would you? Nah, you're only in my Castoria. You know, that's not a bad idea. Wait, could you actually do that? Sure I could. All the foreign god did was summon servants and give them jobs. Said we have no reason to fight her since we've been handpicked by the strongest being in the world, so she knew we would never betray her. She still doesn't get the idea that some people are better fit for a certain job than others, or that they might have actual preference of their own. You just take a pro and con approach to everything, though I guess that aspect might be different now. But I think I'll let another version of me handle that discussion. This time, it just wasn't in the cards. Damn, that's too bad. I know. Make sure you hang on to that feeling though. You could tell there was no light or zealousness to what you said. The only reason Castoria has made it this far is because of how honest you are with yourself. Whew, I'm exhausted. I can't believe Knocknari actually wrote up orders to each and every soldier. Squad leaders are supposed to handle that kind of thing. I guess all that mental labor tends to fall on the few who can handle it, since most Northern Fairy don't think about complicated things. Still, thanks to that, they're all honest and trustworthy, and they're all very loyal to Knocknari. Now that the Round Table Army has regrouped here too, the battle tomorrow should play out just like the prophecy said. Morgan could be defeated without a single casualty. I don't think the prophecy said anything about no casualty though. The pilgrimage went great. None of your traveling companion dropped out along the way. Well, we had the Tristan, but that was before the pilgrimage really started. The rebel army is in great shape. There's not a single soldier keeping secret, just like in the Queen's army. All signs are pointing to a happy ever after, right, Castoria? I see, you're still hung up on Gareth, but remember, oh yeah, Gareth was a casualty. The prophecy predicted all of that. The round fortress shall burn, and the bell of water shall appear. What happened to her wasn't your fault, and she didn't desert you either. That was her fate. Is that really what you think? Of course it is. Besides, Gareth wouldn't want us to be sad about her being gone. I don't mean about her, I mean what you said about there not being a single casualty. Yeah, the truth is, you think our chances of winning are slim. That the Round Table army is going to be slaughtered and the human will be the first to die. And yet you're trying to comfort me as telling me there wouldn't be any casualty. Oh, she's seeing through his lies. And that's what you said about no one hiding anything, just like the Queen's army. Yeah, the Queen's army hide a lot. Be honest, Oberon, you actually know Nocnaria for a long time now, right? But you pretended you never met her before when she captured us at our audience with Morgan. It's true, I have. But if you had known Nocnaria and I were friends, you never would have trusted me, would you? That's not all of it. When we saw Mash for the first time back in Norway. I didn't notice. That's Mash. That's Mash? Huh? Oh, that? You already knew who Mash was, but you pretended not to. You also knew she was in Sheffield, but you didn't tell us. You kept it from Gino so he wouldn't go looking for her there. Shit. Yeah, he lies about a lot of things. Obviously, for a good reason. He did. He wanted Gino to work with the child prophecy of his own volition. Not because of Castoria ordered him to. I admit, that was dishonest of me. As powerful as a fairy like Mash was, it was still danger for her to be up north by herself. And then there's... Oh yes, things are dropping. You could say the reason I'm so overly invested in Britain's welfare is their kindness. Who says they're wordless or incapable of doing anything? They might be powerless, but they were the only one who cared for me. So of course I have to do everything I can to pay them back. That's why I care so much about taking Morgan down. That was a lie too. And that's the fact that we were gone on the morning about battle with Wood with his army. He only won because the Queen's reinforcement never showed up. And that only happened because you did something to stop them. You always seem so honest and sincere. You never tell the truth. You never tell anyone what you really are thinking. Why is that? Why do you keep lying to us? Do you actually want to defeat Morgan? Of course I do. There's not a fairy in Britain who's worked harder to bring her down than I have. I wanted to destroy her fair Britain with every fiber of my being. If that means I have to lie, then I'll lie. Besides, I'm not the only liar here, Castoria. You haven't been truthful about why you've come this far. Your true motive has nothing to do with saving Britain. And I'm not the only one who figured that out. Gino is catching on too. You haven't been fighting on for human, or even other fairies, not for 1 second. Your true motivation lies elsewhere. You just refuse to talk about it. What are you saying? That's ridiculous. I'm the fairy of paradise. I was sent here to save Britain. That's your guilt talking, not you. And what exactly does it mean to save Britain, do you think? Do you know what Muramasa once said? He said that every fairy is seeking absolution, that every last one of them yearn for death. He said that deep down, that's what every fairy in every town we have been to secretly wants. Muramasa said that? He doesn't have fairy eyes like we do, but he must be pretty sensitive to the pain people carry in their hearts. That's why you're still conflicted about this, isn't it, Castoria? You don't talk about things like that because you know how it wouldn't change anything. It's the same with me. I do whatever it takes to defeat Morgan, whether I like it or not. So, why don't we leave it at that for now? Tomorrow's our last battle. I'm sure there'll be a time when you can complain about what you're really thinking. That's what this whole pilgrimage was for, right? Hey! And hey, who knows? Once you come clean, you might just find that nobody thinks it's a big deal anyway. Oh, almost there. The final battle. Final. It seems Knocknalia's army and the Round Table army has surrendered views. I still can't quite believe Her Majesty didn't try to stop them. It's one thing to give your enemy a fighting chance, but this is far too generous. Between the Giant Forces' protection and the King Clan's Fey domain, our forces should be evenly matched. I'm sure Her Majesty means to crush them, but there's still a chance they could get lucky. If our forces are evenly matched, then there's no chance of them winning as long as you and I are here. The two of us alone can end this right now, whether the High Queen is here or not. I could destroy Knocknalia's army on my own, and you could do the same for the Round Table army. We are already being nice by giving them until morning. There's no sense meeting them on their term. The only one who needs to be wary of the foreign mage, Galahad, the two servants, and Percival. But I can handle all of them on my own too. They are fairly good fighters, none of them can match me in the air. The only fairy who can fight me on even term are High Queen Morgan, or you in a larger form. Back when in the shoe, would unleash twice the forces they have now before challenging Camelot. But unfortunately for them, the soldiers of Salisbury coming to join them have only just crossed the western plain. The Fang clan might have helped tip the scale if they've gone to their side, but they're nowhere to be seen lately. They don't have a chance. The rebel army dies here. Ainsel's prophecy will never come to pass. Assuming they don't secretly have a unit equivalent to one of us fairy knight on their side. Indeed, as long as they lack a fairy knight of their own, they wouldn't stand a chance. Her Majesty ordered me to only kill soldiers that make their way into the castle town. So I'm going to patrol the air and take care of any soldier that can get past the ramparts. The knight Her Majesty have stationed in town will never get a chance to fight. And of course, they will never get through the main gate, not with you guarding it. Yeah, she would let them through. Part of me feels a little bad for crushing them so thoroughly, but there's no escaping reality. Fairy Britain's last word will end with a whimper. There wouldn't be so much of a single surprise. The last war, huh? True, I doubt there will ever be another rebellion of this side. But the calamity will not end here. Her Majesty has no intention of stopping the great calamities. Our victory here wouldn't do anything to stop most of Britain's fairies from dying. Do you not think that's sad? Does that not make you question the point of winning this battle? I'm surprised to hear that from you, Vargas. I don't think you thought about those kind of things. Woodward said fighting is a Fang clan's instinctual right, and pitting himself against powerful foe their greatest pleasure. There's truth to that. I couldn't deny that there's a part of me that's little different from a blood-starved beast too. The one thing Babanshi and I have in common is that I too cannot help myself from dominating the weak. But that is my own personal issue, not the one that affects all of Britain. I see, you didn't become a fair knight to protect Britain, didn't you? I'm afraid I don't share your aspiration though. The name Her Majesty gifted me is a hindrance, not a help. I'm an airborne fighter, not a knight. Human swordplay only slowed me down. I accepted this name in spite of that to remain as Lancelot. I think it was about 100 years ago when my body began showing signs of anomalies. My love for her maintained my form up till then, but even that couldn't last forever. Her Majesty saved me from that fate. Without this very knight name, I would have reverted back to my old self. She wants to remain in this form. I don't serve Her Majesty for Britain's sake. I serve her to preserve this form. That's why I don't quite understand what you're talking about. No, that's not true. I do understand. I've just chosen to not think about it. Because I have something else I care about more. Something care about more than Britain, huh? I do too, as a matter of fact. At least I want Adonis to live out his natural life. I doubt you have anything like that yourself though. That's why I envy you. High Queen Morgan has no love in her, but she does trust you implicitly. She'll always stand for you, no matter how many times you fail her. No wonder Woodward was jealous of you. No love? Her Majesty? No, I suppose you're right. She has always only ever loved this land. I owe Her Majesty a debt as well. I wouldn't be here today without my gifted name. Her Grace made me who I am. Even if she would offer to control me, a debt is still a debt. However, I cannot repay that debt any further. I have to protect Britain's future and his. It's nighttime now. Could somebody turn on the light? I'm not sure if Beryl's even around anymore. I wonder where he went. I don't think he had much time left with that curse on his body. I have to get to the bar. I have to put on my beautiful dress. Hello? Is anybody there? Forgive me. Forgive me, Mother. It wasn't my fault. I didn't want to do it. But my lord said he wanted to see what moving cars were like. Oh my god, she was fucking the head. He said that, and did you just follow it? So he sucked the blood from one, just one. But my lord was so taken with them that he made lots more within the basement. Of course they were going to overrun everything. Of course they were going to. Help! Help! Somebody, please help them! I'm hopeless on my own. I've never been any good on my own. I never had anything of my own. That's why nobody ever helped me. I have no power, no special skill, no friend. If mother abandoned me too, then I wouldn't have anything at all. There she goes again. Looks like Fairy Knight Tristan is not long for this world. Finally, she lost her Fairy Knight name when the Child Prophecy defeated her. Then Beryl got disappeared. And now she finally exhausted Her Majesty's patience too. We have to steer her dog till it wax tomorrow. Probably too much trouble to even execute her. Now she'll fade away with no one ever knowing what become of her. What's wrong with that? Sounds like a fitting end for the most hated figure in all Britain. Remember how many fairies she killed? Hell, I would up her myself, but I couldn't get away with it. Don't bother. She's rotted so much she has rotted so much she can barely move now anyway. She'll die soon enough on her own. Hell, you might even get cursed if you get too close to her. If ever someone wouldn't worth killing, it's her. Shit. Oh. I skipped that by mistake. You said it. At least once she's gone, Her Majesty ought to go back to being. Who goes there? The High Queen gave strict order not to let anyone. Oh, if it isn't Lord. Huh? I wasn't told there would be guards here. I hate to do that to them when they couldn't be getting paid much. But from the looks of it, I'm sure their next generation will show up soon enough. I got the key from them. Shall I open the door? Of course. Apparently she's bedridden now, so do be gentle with her. But don't be afraid to get robbed if she acts up. We don't have any time to waste. Yes, sir. Come on, let's go. Not worth killing, huh? That's just the sort of thing you would expect such a vulgar lot to say. Really, most things aren't worth anything. The question is whether they're worth keeping, or best thrown away. Price is something as we set for ourselves. Even the worst prey of junk can still have its uses. Oh, he's scheming something. Oh, he's dying. I have to make certain. I have to ask her. Majesty, Queen Morgan. It can't be right. Oh, how wonderful. How good to see you're still alive, as resolute as ever. I couldn't believe my ears when Spring and asked me to take you in. But it looks like you really did survive. Carl, do treat his wound, wouldn't you? Use the best magical powder we have. Ah, thank you, Aurora. You really are a beautiful fairy. I'm sorry I doubted you, even for a moment. Jeez, Woodwoo's still alive? How the hell? He got like, I believe he got killed like two times. It's no use. His chest won't refuse to close. Maybe the magical powder can help him now. Besides, the Round Table Army won. Wouldn't it be, well, dangerous for Horror Lord Woodwoods now? We mustn't give up. We'll gather all the medicine in town if we had to. It doesn't matter which army won that battle. Now that the battle is over, I can't let him die. He's the proud head of the Fang clan after all. He has kept Britain safe for hundreds of years. He doesn't deserve to die so miserably. Aurora. How could I have been so foolish? If I had only heard your voice to begin with. Now, don't try to talk, Woodwoods. You need to conserve your strength. I can hardly believe it. I wanted to dismiss what all the fairies have been saying about Her Majesty cutting the Fang clan loose as mere rumor, but... Rumor? What rumor? What did the High Queen do to us, Aurora? Oh, poor Woodwoos, then you really didn't know, did you? The Queen never did send you any reinforcement. She hated the Fang clan for how many humans they consumed, and meant for both sides to fall in that battle. Her Majesty only trusts the Fairy Knight now. That's why she didn't even send anyone to look for your body. It pains me to say this, but she abandoned you and your Fang clans, Woodwoos. She thinks you are nothing more than an old guard dog who have outlived the usefulness. She did, but Koyanskaya like killed him. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I won't believe it. Majesty, your Majesty, that can't be true. It can't. The Fang clan's loyalty, our devotion, it must have meant something to you, right? Jeez. I have to find out. I have to. Even if I had to kill her to do it. Oh, he's sneaking in. Oh, the pieces are falling in place. And this is the last arrow. The battle will begin after this. It was a lot of setup. Oh, what are you doing outside of the camp? Are you so amped up you can't fall asleep? Could have the same for you, Oberon. What are you doing here? Castoria seems like she still has some doubts, so I thought I should check in on her. Our armies might be evenly matched, but we've still got the Fairy Knight on their side. If we can do so much as a centimeter, we are done for. So I gave her a little pep talk. I said, "Hey, Castoria, know what King Arthur really mean? King of Bears." Wait, what? Really? And boy, she was surprised. Yeah, I can just imagine. See it all too well. You know how competitive she is, right? Lighting a fire under her works better than any. I'm trying to get her to see reason. In just a few hours, the veil of night will be lifted. The final battle will begin in the morning larks sing. At this point, I've done everything I possibly can. Though I can't say I don't have any regret. I've been flying around this way and that looking for something, but I can't look anymore. I'm out of time. What are you looking for anyway? Like Titania? Even though you said it doesn't exist here? You think just because something doesn't exist means people don't look for it? You've got it all wrong, Gino. You search because they don't exist. You can't help but seek what can never be. That's what my queen, Titania, is to me. She's no different than the star twinkling in the sky. Because no matter how hard we try, those of us here on Earth will never have one for ourselves. But we can talk about me some other time. Truth be told, I'm not used to be open about my feeling. For now, you should head back to the tent and rest up. You're having trouble sleeping. I can always sprinkle you with a bit of sleeping powder. I might not be much as good at fighting, but when it comes to putting people to sleep, not even Merlin the Incubus could beat me. Oh yeah, his skills and put people to sleep. This might be just my imagination, but... what's up? It seems like you're always angry. Huh? Yes, I suppose I kind of am. Truth to tell, I've been a little upset ever since I heard him all going around erasing your Lostbelt. Not at you, you understand? more those who will learn the story later. I know it can't be helped, of course. Every event end up as just a story to people who weren't involved in it. Decades after your adventure is over, it'll all be written up in some report. Those who read wouldn't think of it as anything more than a lesson to be learned. That's what I can't stand. Half of Orion the Fairy King was born from a story after all. That's why my feelings are split right down the middle. As a heroic spirit of proper human history, part of me wants to see Britain restored to its rightful state. Being a fictional character myself, part of me wants to let its story continue. And that's hard to reconcile with the rest of me. I'm okay with excising Lostbelt to bring back proper human history. It wouldn't exist if further later. But the idea of those Lostbelt being neglected and forgotten in the future still hit me hard. Me too, man. I want them to be thought as things that deserve to disappear. I want people to understand that, even if they were cut off before their time, their existence still had meaning. Then again, maybe I only feel that way because I'm directly involved in this one. People have always moved forward by recording the past. They can't hold on to the same values forever. That we even have the phrase old-fashioned or behind the times proved we have moved on from what we once were. Do you hate Morgan Oberon? No, she may be our enemy, but I don't hate her. Hell, I've never even met the woman. And you know, the story of this land of the face she came up with isn't half bad. The entire era of the High Queen is basically a fairy tale Morgan wrote herself. It's a dream he wanted to come true. Want to see it come true so much that he pounded her heart and soul into making it a reality. Whether it's a good story or a bad one, I can't help but respect the effort that went into creating it. Which is exactly why I'm pouring my heart and soul into defeating her. As a fellow fairy tale being, I wanted her curtain call to be memorable. Of course, we don't have a chance against her if we don't give it all we have. So I suppose memorability isn't really a factor. Take care about Castoria, Gino. Like I said, my part is done. From here on, this is your battle to fight. All I want now, before I depart this world, is to see you guys win this battle spectacularly. Oh, okay, that's the end of the arrow. And now Morgan. Okay. There's something you need to do. Maybe just 5 minutes. We'll be back in. We'll be back right away. Okay, I'm back. Let's turn this up and continue. Fighting the battle. Oh, it's here. It's morning. All squad, form up. A round table soldier has sworn to follow the child prophecy. Northern fairies have served me faithfully over the years. In volunteer soldier across the land, as of today, we are a single army with a single mission. We are, all of us, now the army of the new queen. Comrades dedicated to building a new Britain, ruled by a true king just as Ainsel prophesies. You there, Gino, I can tell what you're thinking. And I don't care what that is not more than a more original name. There's been no word of surrender from Camelot, which our glorious queen was telling us to bring it on. Fine by me, I've been waiting 100 years for this day. Are you all ready to fight? To give it your life if necessary? Then let's show them what we are made of. It's time to end Morgan's range and take down Camelot. Our troops, move out! Our last, our first objective. Smash through the main gate. So, this is it. Everything looks on our end. The Round Table Army's 1st Division includes you, Castoria, and Da Vinci. The 2nd Division includes Muramasa and Grimmer. And in Nognarius' main force, bring up the rear. We have Redra and Habershot, who have both said they wouldn't be taking part in this battle. As for me, I asked to be assigned to the 1st Division alongside you. Yep, Muramasa and Grimmer should both be stronger working together. Which is why I had them join the 2nd Division, since they need all the help they can get. Oh, speak of the devil. We of the 2nd Division came here to pay our respect before we begin our advance. Thank you. We'll be counting on your division to act as a decoy by attacking the rampart with those of us with the 1st Division protect the giant corps. I'm afraid you'll all be on your own out there. The longer the battle drags on, the higher our chance of being routed. So keep your attack on the rampart on the bare minimum necessary. Try not to take any foolish risks. Once the main gate is open, you are to regroup with the main force and follow Nognarius' order. Yes, sir. We wouldn't let you down. Chad Prophecy, Foreign Mage, no, Lady Castoria, Lord Gino. You two stay safe before they stay safe out there, okay? Take care of the commander for us. Come on, we better move out too. The main gate is protected by soldiers from the Queen's army, who are being led by Fair Knight Bargus. Our job is to simply escort Nognaria giant core to the main gate so they can destroy it. This also means we will be handling the Queen's army and Bargus herself. Castoria, you'll be out from the casting protective spell. You'll be out front casting protective spell on the rest of our troop. Gino, you'll handle the more powerful Queen's Knight and Bargus, right? What about the secret pact we make with her? Yeah, we never talk about that. I remember, of course we are not going to fight her. Once you made it to the main gate, she should declare her allegiance to the Child Prophecy, just like we agreed in Manchester. But it's not as though we agree on a plan. And knowing her, I'm sure she's going to fulfill her role as one of Morgan's knights right up till the main gate is destroyed. So first, we need to secure a route to the main gate. Then we need to keep Bargus busy. That's what you mean, right, Da Vinci? Is there no reaction from like Percival? Yep, Bargus should make her find a beast with with her decision once she see you leading the charge. So even though it will be dangerous, we're still going to face her head on. This is just like what we confirmed before daybreak. Got it, Gino? Don't worry, I have memorized the plan. Yep, you'll depend on how quickly you get through the main gate. I can't believe it. Do you mean Barg is actually going to come over to our side? Oberon? Oberon? Are you going to fight too? Yep, this is the final battle. Not much need for me to run recon anymore, is there? Aside, I'm sick of being left out. I might not be exactly a combat powerhouse, but I can at least be of some help. More importantly, what did you talk to Bargus? Right before we went to the Lake District? Huh, you mean you didn't tell him, Da Vinci? Me? I thought you or Torio told him. Yeah, like, well, I didn't. You said you would tell him, Gino. Wait, I did? No, I didn't. You did. I thought you completely forgot about it. I'm kind of impressed. So you weren't trying to keep this a secret from me? You really did just plain forget, didn't you, Toria? What's your deal? Did those bells only make you stronger? Are you doomed to be that careless forever? Well, you know, I'd rather not be relieved any positive memory of Baggy if I don't have to. Alright, never mind. What's done is done, and our advance is already underway. The important thing is, if Marcus really is going to join us, that improves our chance considerably. In fact, with a bit of luck, my latches might become the truth. Yeah, like the no casualties talked about yesterday. A victory without any casualties, with Bargus on our side, we won't only have to worry about Lancelot. And as long as Muramasa and Grim keep her occupied, we should have no trouble getting into the castle. Great work, you two. It gives us a real shot of reaching the throne without losing anyone. Percival, you got Toria. Mash, you got Gino. Alright, let's go. First order of business, clear way for the soldier guarding the main gate. Uh-oh, it's gonna rain again. Hope it doesn't sound too bad.
Minna, ついてきて。もちろん。いい判断。よく言いました。負けないぞ。目を背けないで死になさい。分断する。いいでしょう。造作もない。よく言いました。
Oh, nice.
モルフォース。もちろん。命令です。目を背けないで。ここでまっすぐ。逃がすもの。戦いですか。全てに なんの卑しい目で私を見るな。運命何のためにもちろんできますが、それはいつか来る兆しの星。誰に呼ばれるまでもなくあなたは星をかざすでしょう。アラウンドカリバーン。この剣は放漫たる士族の証。そびえるような支配の城壁。震えなさいブラックドッグガラティーンですわ。
Oh shit. I really only need to kill her knight.
手に入れる防具をいい防具を目を背けないで逃がすものか。慈悲だ神戸を垂れよ。恐怖は希望も何人も通るにあたわず。私にとって勝利は常識。特に褒めなくても結構です、マスター。
Oh shit, the might's picking up all that. It's really loud. Holy shit. I think this is okay. I have to put my mic close to my mouth close to the mic. The sound didn't become too bad. Yeah, it's just on to be against medicine. Barga should be on our side now. I was hoping we could charge into this decoy operation. But these squads is bizarre. They're hot, cold, slippery, and repellent all at the same time. It's almost like they're alive. And the way they adapt to whatever I throw at them, damn it. Camelot has swore a mortar out to oak nieces. They got 1,000-year-old live oak tree propping them up on the inside. Yes, Morgan was raised in Oakney. Don't bother trying to destroy them, they just regenerate instantly. It would be faster to just pry open the eastern gate. Couldn't have two for something like that, no trouble to hold our ground here. No, wait, hang on. You're a caster, right, blue guy? You came with a platform you can use to scale the wall? Oh, an oak platform to counter an oak wall, huh? Good idea. I'll grow one right now. Come on, dude, you should have thought about that instead of being told. Ah, crap, looks like your brilliant idea was a little late. Red guy, look, up there. I know that sound. Just 2-7. This will not be the decoy. Too bad. But at least you two should be worthy opponents. And since we have met, we can skip the introductions. We can finally pick up where you left off at Sheffield in the pit. This time, I'll make sure I finish you both up properly. Now they know how resident servants can be. Muramasa, I got you into horizontal sections. Grimmer into vertical one. Does that sound nice since you're such good friends? We're not good friends. Friends? I hardly know this kid. If you wanna slice and dice him, go right up ahead. Nobody asked you? Come on, Muramasa, let's show what you can read. Of course you wanna let her chop you to servant chunk. I won't stop you. There, you see, you are friends. You think alike. That make this even more worth it. Finding a good rival is hard, especially when you are one of the strongest creatures ever to exist, like me. That's so. You better come at us with everything you've got too. You still haven't fought at your full strength, right? You bet I will. It would be a waste to hold anything back against you two. My name is Fair Knight Lancelot. Prepare to be sliced to ribbons. You ridiculous divine spirit of proper human history. This seems like a bad idea. Need a single target saber. Or maybe a team battle wouldn't require me to beat her. Or just one bar. Yeah, auto change should be best with this. Okay, only 200k. Oh shit. Now I see how it can be troublesome. Wait, I can't use the mystic code here. Oh, he still have like...
気なら知ったやけどす
や
んなよ
ります負けないぞ。
人の業最悪と共に灰になるウィッカーマ
ふざけてる。ここでまっすぐ一撃一瞬で終わらせる。石灰剣技開始。つなげプロテースアロンライト。もうやだ。ここから砕くハイアングルトラスパ。
Almost there.
ゾウさ華麗に戦う一人もいません。命令ゾウさもない。スイッ無力なのたまらなく来るがいい。
新面偽装展開。精錬たる湖面月光を返す。沈めプロテースアロンライト。眠いな。もうそこだ。巻き上げる。
よーしそこ狙うからね。卑しい目で私を見ゾウいいでしょう。この剣は豊満たる種族の証。震えなさいブラックドッグカラティーン鉄は
And I just
手がありそうね。無力なのにたまらなく
一撃一瞬で終わらせる。石灰剣技開始。つなげプロテースアロンライト。
wow.
そこだ。来るがいい。
One turn.
いいでしょ。
任せとけ
待ってました。
アンサス
なんなん
新面偽装展開。精錬たる湖面月光を返す。沈めプロテースアロンライト。
弁明はありません。
左右正面やる。
本気の俺は手強い行くか
何の園だ。
アンサス
君はもう私のものだ。血も肉に飛び込む。深い港に連れて行こう。役に立てなくてごめんね。ハイアングルトラスパー。
なんと
ハイアングルトラスパー。来るがいい。やぼてみよ
Charge up. Check.
ピョーンとつこうか。ピョーンとつこうか。ありゃれこれだ。ありゃれこれだ。そうだ、取り回した。おまけがとっ
Let's do it.
一撃一瞬で終わらせる。石灰剣技開始。つなげプロテースアロンライト。何の園だ。ありゃれこれだ。江戸っ子はさっきの恋の吹き流し。
し持ったら東海道東都長州野州の諸海道諸事諸国
ふざけてる。うん。
しゅっこや甘酒飲みて
Actually, let me use Astro. I thought like still need like that last art card. Gotcha. Words. How could the foreign image be supporting you from so far away? But it didn't get to use the mystic code. It ain't support, it's strategy. Took a lot out of him. But I had Gino summon those servants before we began our defense. And I used my own magical energy to keep them around. But that all end now. This took a hell of a lot more. This took a hell of a lot more out of me than expected. I knew it was insane to try and look at the heroic spirit from different mythologies. You're a mage, then Sage isn't just a nickname. Wait, why would you think so though? The hell do you think the hell do you take me for? Well, just like look like you're more at home throwing spears. Wait, what? It's like this fourth wall breaking. There's like no indication of that. Besides, Goon is pretty famous in Britain too. Wait, huh? Huh, I thought you were a Lancer like me. What the actual hell? Muramasa, you're sure this is a Lancelot everyone's so afraid of? I know, it's hard to believe, but yes, she's a lonely airhead, but it's hers for sure. That's it, I'm definitely killing Muramasa later. Hang on, doesn't make any sense. Your objective is to break through the main gate. The foreign mist should be putting everything he has into that. If he had power to spare for you, that must mean they're already inside. The gate is open. They did it! The giant coral broke through the main gate. And that's not all. Fair Knight Vargas has defected from the Queen's army. Vargas the Indomitable is on our side now. Vargas, so that's why your heart didn't seem to be in this. Very well, you've won this battle. Fair Knight Lancelot has officially lost. Go ahead and tell everyone that the Child Prophecy defeated all three of Morgans this night. But that's only because I can see which way the wind is blowing here. Remember, I personally haven't lost. Don't you dare think otherwise. Yep, that's a dragon, alright. That's the trouble with those dominant species type. They act like they understand the human world, but they never listen to the thing people say. Oh well, at least our work here is done. I'm gonna head back to the main force along with the division. How about you? I'm gonna join Gino. Even with Vargas on our side, we still got work cut out for us invading the castle proper. Gotcha. Well, good luck. Remember, Morgan is serious business. According to the first agreement's note, she never backed down from a fight in her life. It doesn't matter whether where she is or who she's up against. Once she starts the fight, she wouldn't stop until the opponent's dead, or she is. But she's still here, so she always wins. Okay, then the rain stops. The volume, the game, and the mic. You mean? She's as dedicated and stubborn as they come. Castoria might be okay, but an opponent like that gonna be tough for Gino and Mash to deal with. So make sure you keep an eye out for them. And if worst come to worst, you catch my drift? Of course I do. Seems like everyone forgotten about it by now, but the whole reason I came here in the first place was to take Morgan's head. Caster? Who's this? And then we get to see like a talk with Vargas. The main gate is open. Prepare to enter the castle town. The Jab prophesies his team will make their way to the castle via the western route, neutralizing any enemy troops encountered on the way. If any enemy troops wish to surrender, let them do so. Follow Fairy Knight Vargas' example. Our goal is the establishment of the new order in Britain. Collect one that can stand up to the threat of the great calamities. Remember, these fairies are not our enemy, our true enemy. Do not kill unless absolutely necessary. Woo! Damn it, Percival. Where do you get up taking all the best part for yourself? Alright, two can play that game. That's Giant Core, great work breaking through the main gate, but don't overtax yourself. Fall back to the rear. Wind Troop, go help the Round Table Army. Earth and Fang Troop, continue your advance toward the castle. Split up into 4 divisions to neutralize the Queen's army. I'll lead the King Clan to the east route. Bull Squad, forward! You're fighting out front too, Nocnaria? I had a feeling this could happen still. Of course I'm leading my own troop. I need to set an example for my subject. If I end up getting hit by a stray arrow, then so be it. Yeah, with the Queen Mat in the front line too. Along with her human husband. Don't bother telling me not to push myself. None of you would listen to me if I asked you to do the same either, right? This is our only chance to go toe to toe with Morgan. Last one to the castle is rotten next, Castoria. Come on, let's keep moving. You don't need to worry about Nocnaria. There's still a lot of fighting going on all around the main gate, but I will subdue the Queen's soldiers stationed outside of the rampart. Once they see that a fair knight has defected, that should prompt more of them to surrender. And one more thing, have one of the Round Table Army soldiers stay behind so they can, because there's someone who's seen to be keeping an eye on me. Yes, that should put the others rebel army soldier at ease. Good idea. We know you wouldn't betray us, but the other soldier wouldn't have that confidence. Still, are you sure you don't want to come along? It's your chance to defeat the Queen and become ruler of Britain yourself. She doesn't want that. I can't do that. I may have gone over to your side, but I still cannot turn my horn on the Queen. After this battle, I intend to entrust the Aftermath to you and the clans, and be imprisoned for my crimes. I see, so you really have thought this through. I'll keep an eye on you then. Once the rebel army see the Round Table Army's resident Joker stand beside you, they should start thinking of you as a threat. But don't think that'll be the end of it. You'll still have a ton of work to do when other things calm down near the main gate. Camelot's upper class fairies are deadly afraid of you too. So one look from you should be more than enough to keep them in line. Yes, you're right. That could be the right way to use me. I would have no problem wielding my horn against them. But I'm sure you haven't forgotten how I burned down your woods. Do you not hate me for that, Oberon the traitor? Oh, intensely. But now's not the time to go into that. I have other things to take care of first. Isn't that right, Percival? Of course. Thank you for entrusting us with the fate of New Britain, Fair Knight Vargas. We won't let you down. Division 1, move out! The chap prophesied that the foreign mage are about to make their way to the castle. It wouldn't be long now before the prophecy realized. In the name of the Round Table, you must ensure they both arrive safe and sound. Oh shit, it's the thunder. Yeah, that might definitely caught that. Yeah, okay. Can't be prepared for that. They made it through the main gate. Only those free of sin may pass, huh? The problem is, there are no fairy without sin in Britain. It was High Queen Morgan's choice to have the gate acknowledge that and still let those with sin pass through anyway. It was her one act of mercy, and they have trampled all over it. So I see no reason to be merciful to them now. I will destroy all the rebel armies that squat in the castle town one by one, then punish Vargas for turning traitor. That's the part I must play as a fairy knight. In 20 minutes, it will all be. Something happening? That queen, that's from Aurora. Huh? So it's like earlier than expected? Did she bring something? Oh, those knight caster. Da Vinci with the AoE. Anything? Oh wait. But no, the color is about the same. Who else? Wait, I thought he changed the card. Here, that one.
ダヴィンチちゃん参上。今日も元気に始めちゃおう。革命戦いきます。ああ、とても楽しかったとも。戦いですか。などに黄金律にも種類があるのさ。発進準備完了だ。任せて。私オッケー。芸術とは輝くものさ。駆け抜けるは前人未到。未完の馬よ、輝ける轍を残せ。ああ、人生はとても楽しい。ビューティフルジャーニー。行くよ行くよ。
The one on the left, like 108k or 170k.
の切り刻む身も心も生きていた痕跡さえも溶かして行くわよ行くわよ行くわよ行くわよ行くわよ。ガラスゴティメルトアウト。トランプ見切れるかね。たまらないわ。バリウス4パラディオン。ああ、鐘の音が聞こえる。
Damn, the city's in ruin. This is Camelot. The city Ash. No, Queen Morgan built. But there's no doubt be admiring it. The pool of magical energy stored here is incredible. I've seen many magical reactor core before, but this easily surpass them all. Yep, it's both the far end of the world and its center. And it's just as strong as the tower at the end of the world we saw in the holy city of Camelot. Also, no matter how much things are going our way, we can't forget that Morgan still has the sacred lands. Be on the guard, everyone. There's still a chance you will try to use the Rongominiad against us. So we need to make our way into the castle before she destroys the whole city. You said it. Right, you can't let Morgan do that. Not to Camelot, the city of the Round Table. It's not the same city. Rongominiad? Excuse me, Lady of Da Vinci, but what is the Rongominiad? It's the name of a fairy knight, though if it were, I'm sure I would have heard it before. Huh? You know, Rongominiad. It's a lens that right at the main gate. Have you guys really never heard of it? It's a truly massive burst of magical energy which can make a hole in the ground almost the size of the pit. No, wait, that's right. Of course you're right. Not a single person in Britain has ever seen Rongominiad's like before. Morgan didn't use the sacred lands to conquer Britain. If she had, the aftermath would be impossible to miss. Huh? But what about what Muramasa said? But Muramasa said she definitely had it. She haven't used it yet. That's true, I'm sure Rongominiad does exist here. But she still never used it, which means she must have conquered Britain on her own. So then, why does she have fairy pays the existence tax to fuel the fuel for those Rongominiad? But she doesn't need it for Rongominiad. What's all this magical energy being used for? Fair Knight Vargas has surrendered to the rebel army and forsaken her duty to guard the main gate. After briefly circling around Camelot's airspace, Fair Knight Lancelot has disappeared to parts unknown. There have been no reports of her defeat, so we believe she has deserted her post in defiance of her orders. The rebel armies currently control 60% of Camelot. 42 of the Queen's knights are still able to fight. We have blocked up the castle's entrance with a movable partition, and we believe it's only a matter of time until the rebel army breaks through that as well. I can't believe it, they got through the main gate? Vargas turned traitor? You see, I would have knew she would never have trusted that damn black dog, let alone given her territory of her own. Knocknaria tamed giants. Why do Northern Fairies even have creatures like that there? That's exactly what I hate about Northerner. Those who don't know the first thing about politics or economics. But now they do. Just look at what those barbarians are doing to my prize shop. That's it. I demand the High Queen compensate me for my damages. I haven't been paying for insurance all this time for nothing. Yeah, try to make her do that. Now Lady Lancelot's gone too, then who's gonna kill the rebels? No, I can't have Knocknaria here. You've been bad-mouthing her every day for years. She'll kill me for sure. Oh, but the child prophecy will save me, right? Right? Yeah, brave you'd say that like with Morgan in the room. Could it actually be that? Could the High Queen's army lose? She doesn't need her army. But then, what's going to happen to us? High Queen Morgan! Oh, wise and fair High Queen Morgan! What are we going to do? Should we surrender to them now? Maybe they will stop and you kick yourself up. You're right to be concerned. Vargas has revolted. Vargas has defied her orders. The main gate has been smashed, and it's only a matter of time until the rebel control the city. Very well, the temple game with the fated night has come to an end. I shall change the course of this battle. She's been sitting there. Whoa, the High Queen just stood up on her throne. This is wonderful. 3 cheers for Her Majesty. But now what? The rebel aren't going to stop you because she got up, right? Use your brain, she's gonna do something. Silence officials. Prostrate yourself along the wall and shed tears of adoration. The High Queen is about to join the fray. This shall now be Her Majesty's battlefield. It has been 2,000 years since I exerted myself. I shall have to take care not to break them utterly in the opening moments. Oh, she's confident. Berserker, yeah, go fight her. That's strange. Shouldn't we be at the castle by now? I could have sworn with a straight shot through the castle before. This must be the movable partition I heard about. They said it could be used to alter the position of Camelot's rampart and even some of its building. Oh, that explains it. I thought things looked different from the last time we were here. I see. Then I guess some of these large buildings are actually part of the rampart. In fact, now that I'm really looking, I can even see the rail on the ground. Even if they only used to slide things horizontally, that's still impressive. That means we won't be able to take the route to the castle we hope, and we have it on our map. If they can move buildings around as they like, they can just as easily block up the entrance to the castle. Oh, you're right. Of course they would do that. Thank you, Mash. You've been a big help. If you hadn't said anything, I would keep blindly searching for the entrance like an idiot. No, not at all. I didn't do anything, really. I know I haven't had time to talk to this Lostbelt version of Percival, but it's nothing like I imagined. If anything, I feel like I'm not talking to someone around my own age. Yeah, this situation are similar. So we can't trust our eyes to take us there. We'll take us where we need to go, huh? In that case, it must be over there. The strongest magical energy signal is over that way, so that must be where the throne is. Understood. And Toile, get the word out to the other troops. Tell them Camelot's terrain is malleable, so the map may be unreliable. So, you just want me to send an unencrypted message to anyone and everyone? Anyone and everyone? No problem. Yes, that message is fine. Huh? Is that wind? The same thing that Lancelot saw? It's a wind tiding, a technique the Queen clan used to carry their voices over long distances. The big problem is that other fairy can hear what you say too, so it's not good for secrecy. I would guess only the most powerful wind clan fairy can use it to speak exclusively to specific individuals. I see, so it can use for clandestine purpose. Clandestine purpose, but it's perfect if you want to get the word out to lots of people at once. I guess that means Knocknari will hear it too, but that's okay. Right now, getting into the castle is our top priority. Right, we'd like to settle things before the Queen's Knight have a chance to regroup. Hang on, is that Ash normal? Does that wind tell anything usually make it rain Ash too? I doubt it. Atoria! Mash? So, that shield of yours is the Round Table. It seems part by human history mages are as lacking in fear as they are respect. You have taken the Gagarin a place of your greatest hero, the symbol of all who have sworn to defend their country, and turn it into your personal weapon. Not even I would think to go so far. Or is it precisely because you are from proper human history that you have gone to such depraved length? Perhaps you never cared what it means you choose. It meant your survival in the end. No way, how? And in the middle of the city. It's really her, Queen Morgan, Queen of Fairy Britain. Of course I have come for you in my city. What cause would there be for me to wait until the rebels sold my castle before crushing them? Came as a student is lynchpin in my Britain. I would never let you stain with blood. Castoria, Child Prophecy, Gino, Mage of Chaldea, and you, the servant who possesses the Gallant has the spirit origin. Well done on completing your pilgrimage. On that, I commend you. Once again, judgment has been passed on the 6 clans. Soon, all Britain fairies shall know salvation. And yet, this all I can do to be sick at the thought. The bells of pilgrimage are temporarily south at best. The fairy all too quickly to forget about your hard work, to remember nothing of your struggle, your anger, your grief. Surely you realized as much by the time you rang the 2nd bell, and yet you persisted in your pilgrimage. She's the same as you. You're taking what is right and proper from this lost Britain. I trust you are pleased with yourself. Of course not. Don't talk to me about right and proper. I was only born because you abandoned your duty. If you had just done with your job like you were supposed to, she would never have to become king. Nah, you don't know what she's been through, but I don't know what the cleanser's original sins were, but I don't care. I want to fulfill my duty and be done with it. Whatever struggle you went through as Ash, or how the land of the Fae first came about, none of that has anything to do with me. I didn't stand a chance against you before, but things are different now, so come on Morgan, let's do this thing. Afterwards, well, I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. I don't know what's right and what's not. I don't want to know anything about my destiny either. I can't do anything about Britain's future or the outside world. I don't have some noble cause or grand ambition like you. All I know is that I want to win, and that's the only part of myself I believe in. I see, so you still know nothing about your true identity, even after completing your pilgrimage. Come then, Child Prophecy. I'll put an end to your absurd destiny myself. Castoria, my arch enemy in the improper human history. You will never go anywhere. You will never change anything. I will show you mercy. I will change what you cannot. Forget about going to the site of selection. It's time you went back to being the miserable village girl you once were. Oh. Oh yeah, there's no orbit on here yet. Okay, I have waifu versus waifu. Wait, but here you are. And who else? wait. Oh, I didn't use the plug seat.
人間たちは懲りないわね。今のうちに準備白兵戦行きます。あら、ぶち抜いてあげる。古きルール。今のうちに準備。やっ、
邪魔者にはそろそろご退場願おうかしら。
Oh wait, she don't have disadvantage.
ベルトアウト。
This is gonna
こ
be
のよう
easy.
な
楽しみましょう。たまらないわ。
バリアシオンパラディオンモルゴー許す者内側から
Don't have the disadvantage, still get the advantage, huh? Wait. What?
切り刻むわ。やればいいんでしょ。
ために望まれることをもちろん。それはいつか来る兆しの星。誰に呼ばれるまでもなくあなたは星をかざすでしょう。アラウンドカリバーントランプ、ここでまっすぐ手に入らないのあまり悩ませない。死になさい。魔女ですので。どれにしようかな。命令とね。
思う存分やっていいのね。邪魔者にはそろそろご退場願おうかしら。ベルトアウト。
このようなやっ逃がすもの魔女ですね。魔女ですね。手に入らない。
I'll probably need to redo this.
古きルールどれにしようかな。命令とな。
やればいいんでしょ。
ささやかそういいでしょう。私の足元で許しを乞いなさい。聖剣なぞこの程度。落ちよロードレスキャメロット。誰か力足らずか。逃がすものか。少し
Well,
さてどこから潰したもの。手に入るように華麗に戦うぞ。いい目をそよく言いました。死になさい。内側から終わる。アコーラ無礼者諦めなさい。さてどこから潰したものか。逃がすものか許すものか通すものです。
ともあろうも。
あまり悩ませない。楽しくなるでしょ。
didn't really have a chance to do anything. No stone.
目によく言いました。そういいでしょう。私の足元で許しを乞いなさい。落ちよロードレスキャメロット。分断する。潰れなさい。オークニーの雲に
think this. What? No, Piper. This is problematic. Jeez.
さてどこから潰したものか。目を背けないで逃がすものか。アコーラ許すものか。無礼な諦めなさい。そういいでしょう。私の足元で許しを乞いなさい。落ちよロードレスキャメロット。交代します。戦線は維持しておくよ。簡単に終わる。
Let's let's put some thought into that. Let's see. Neutral damage. Don't have any hard hitter. Okay, use smash for like defensive capability. Single target. She's not divine. Check the tree. If the small one has the saber face tree. Oh yes, she does. All three skill. It still might not be a good idea. Still, I remember that on the third bar she has lost those buff every turn, so wouldn't that be nice? Remove buff. Yeah, not this one.
まだまだ未熟者ですが頑張ります。ステータス頑張ります。はい、行きます。楽しみましょう。簡単に終わらない。内側から召し上げましょう。
Ow!
信念運命ですから私は最悪のそれは全ての傷全ての怨恨を癒す我らが故郷権限せよロードキャメロット。
邪魔者にはそろそろご退場願おうかしら。ガラスバキメルトアウト。このような
それはいつか来る兆しの星。誰に呼ばれるまでもなくあなたは星をかざすでしょう。アラウンドカリバーン。
逃がすものか召し上げましょう。魔女ですの。
Have the garage or something?
やだな。白兵戦行きます。もうやります。ここでまっすぐ手に入らない。死になさい。死になさい。今のうちに準備です。簡単に終わらない。
蹂躙しろだなんてたまらないわ。
運命負けない。運命もちろんやります。あれはいつか見た終わりの星。どれほど遠く汚れても私は星を探すのです。さあ幕を開けてアラウンドカリバーン。ここでまっすぐここまでやればあまり悩ませない。楽しくなるでしょう。それは絶えず見た滅びの夢。最果てにありながら鳥は明日でしょう。どうだキャメル逃がすものかモルゴース。こういうことどれにしようかな。新年会長、
思う存分やっていいの。
私は了解です。それは全ての傷、全ての怨恨を癒す我らが故郷。権限せよロード・キャメロット。
身も心も生きていた鉱石さえも溶かすから行くわよ行くわよ行くわよ行くわよ行くわよ。サラスバティベルトアウト。
このような死になさい。逃がすものか死になさい。
Shit.
シールドエフェクト発揮します。
やればいい切り刻むトランプ見切れる。
Holy shit, that crit though.
ワルツエトワール。
さてどこから潰し魔女ですね。
Wow!
逃がすものか
Oh, the smart was stacked.
分断す
100%.
る。あまり悩ませない。式をこうして
Almost do
食べ
this.
なさい。
貫いて怖い怖い。
ショートスシールドエフェクト発揮します。新名会長、私は最悪の責の傷、すべての怨恨を癒す我らが故郷。権限せよロード・キャメロット。
邪魔者にはそろそろご退場願おうかしら。上の子サラスバティベルトアウト。
このような
楽しみましょ
それは絶えず見た滅びの夢。最果てにありながら鳥は明日ロードキャメル。
ここまでか。
分断す
Oh, the buff's gone from the enemy as well?
る。
The
やるじゃ
hell?
ない。あまり悩ませない。楽しくなるでしょ。あまり悩ませないよ。楽しさってどこから潰したの簡単に終わらないよ。ほう、目を背けないで。それは絶えず見た滅びの夢。最果てにありながら鳥は明日ロードキャメルのようなやー逃がすもの
What? Flash? What?
手に入らない。分断する。
死になさい。
Yeah, buff doesn't matter.
見つめます。よろしい。
How the hell do we do this?
いい判断です。逃がすもの。
Let me just
召
use
し
the
上
blue
げまし
anyway.
ょう。許すもの。多くの命
So close.
死になさい。
Castoria didn't
あ
die
り
so
えないほ
early.
どがあります。さて、どこから簡単に終わるの
Yeah, probably like 2 more turn. Okay, other this third try, that they didn't win, so then now we'll use blue cube. It's not really like 5 AP note. I think save the Mystic Coat buff for the second bar.
まとめてゼリーにしてあげる。
ステータス頑張ります。やりまも負けないぞ。ここで立ちはだかるなら先生の杖光を
死になさい。潰れなさい。消えなさい。
He's getting targeted a lot.
シールドエフェクト発揮します。運命ですから、それはいつか来る兆しの星。誰に呼ばれるまでもなくあなたは星をかざすでしょう。アラウンドカリバーン。
手に入らないモルゴールアコール。覚悟はいいかしら。戦いですか。や切り刻むトランプ見切れるか。アンクルーワルスエトワール。死になさい。消えなさい。分断する。やだな。簡単に終わらない。
Oh, wait. Oh, have to do this.
白兵戦行きます。白い城だなんてたまらないわ。身も私は最悪の責任。生きていた痕跡さえも溶かしても行くわよ行くわよ行くわよ行くわよ行くわよ。ガラスがき
ベルトアウト。このような
Okay, that's enough. Now I have to
それは全ての傷、
break the second bar
全て
quickly.
の怨恨を癒す我らの
Somehow
故
do,
郷。
but
権限せよ
beat the third
ロ
bar
ー
quickly
ド
as well. Somehow.
キャメロット。それはいつか来る兆しの星。誰に呼ばれるまでもなくあなたは星をかざすでしょう。アラウンドカリバーン。
The stack of boxes hurt more when they took away all of it.
さてどこから潰したものか。慈悲だ、神戸を垂れよ。恐怖は希望もない何人通るにあたわず。モルゴース許す者か。
Wait, is it? Or not yet? So is that the third bar then?
やります。はい、切り刻むわ。ここでまっすぐトランプ内側から分断するアコール。ステータス頑張ります。どれにしようかな。はい、なんだきます。切り刻むわ。楽しみましょう。死になさい、消えなさい、逃がすものか。あまり悩ませない楽しくなるでしょ。古き竜どれにしようかな。新名会長、新名切り刻むわ。会長、私を最悪の席にそろそろご退場願おうかしら。上田さん、ガラスガキメルトアウト。このようなそれは全ての傷、全ての怨恨を癒す我らが故郷。権限せよロードキャメロット。楽しみましょう。モルゴース死になさい、内側から終わり。
I don't have.
守ります。
This is looking worse than the last run.
これでどうか。
Okay, just use a blue cube then.
なんだと命令ともどうかな。楽しみましょう。分断する消えなさい。
まだです。
貫いて。ああ、こう書くのはいいかしら。
守ります。
ささやか楽しみましょう。おあいにくさま。
Okay.
簡単に終わらない。それは絶えず見た滅びの夢。最果てにありながらトリバース
Second
ダメ。
マスター、申し
手に入らない。さてどこから潰したものか。手に入らない。すべて見つめが手に入らない。豊富蹂躙しろだなんてたまらないわ。そういいでしょう。私の足元で許しを乞いなさい。落ちよロードレスキャメロット。
Okay, if it's okay.
そろそろご退場願おうかしら。
Oh, this is low.
サラスバティメルトアウト。このような
Give it remove
逃
bugs.
がすものすべて見つめますよ。逃がすものか逃
Shit.
がすものか
Yeah, what am I supposed to do
あまり
about
悩
that
ませ
buff
ない
removal?
楽しくなるでしょう。なんだと、ね、よく言いました。ささやかな内側からアコール
To do about the
死
same
に
as
な
last
さい
one.
魔女ですので召し上げましょう。簡単に終わらない。
I doubt I can break the bar.
古きル
Oh, wait. The NP then maybe.
ール目をよく言いました。
Wouldn't this
それは
do
絶えず見た滅びの夢。最果てにありながら鳥は明日を私ロードキャメのように逃がすものか許すものか多くの誰か
Okay.
そう
So
いいで
close.
しょう。
Like one more hit.
私の足元で許しを乞います。
Fucking use
落ちよロードレスキャメロット交代します。戦線は維持して入るのでさてどこから潰したものか。やればやりますで
Make
しょ。
it quick.
楽しみましょう。
今のうちに準備を。見事な采配です、先輩。
You have mortally wounded me. I have not been so gravely harmed since my battle with Maeve. I see now how you managed to excise so many Lostbelts. Now I too go to the same fate as other Lostbelt king you defeated. Be that as it may, I must say this, young foreign mage. The spell you wield in isolated Lostbelt are so powerful as to defy belief. Should you have the chance to do so in the future, I suggest you think back to where things began. What is Castoria? For what purpose was race shifting originally devised? That's the string, huh? Yeah, that's really strange. That's too easy. Queen Morgan's spirit origin has vanished. There's no mistaking it. We beat her? Hang on, sure she was ridiculously powerful. Sure, we were way too worn out to fight anymore. But she never actually told us anything. Not about Longominiad. Nor the truth about the land of the Fae. She basically quit, lost where she was ahead. We still have a ton of questions with no answers. Maybe so, but I don't think Queen Margaret would have told us anything even if we had lost. She never did say more than she had to. Morgan, she was all alone, right to the end. You don't feel good about winning? Yeah. Well, no, I guess not. As a wicked queen go, maybe she was a bit of a letdown. I don't know. I was stealing myself for her to do something way worse. Kind of weird things to think after we finally ended without losing anyone. You keep calling her queen, huh? She always called her queen, didn't you? Huh? Did I? I didn't realize. It's not like I mean anything by it. I definitely didn't respect her at all. Maybe you did. Excuse me? I'm not sure why you're so gloom, but the fact of the matter remains. We defeated Queen Morgan. Is that cause of celebration right now? I have a wine tiding about wine tidings sent to let the whole army know. That should put an end to the battle. Yeah, okay. It sucks for Nocnaria, but it looks like we were the one to finally defeat Queen Castoria, you daft idiot! Oh shit. Now he's the head for her. Huh? Okay, in that face. Oberon! You're indeed blessed in your companion, Castoria. In that alone, you and I are equal. But now, you have lost one. Next, another. The servant who tried to take my head is gone as well. Those of you here now shall be next, I think. You would do, Percival. Oh. Get that spell! So powerful! It came from the sky! No way! Did you truly believe defeating one of me would be the end of this battle? It seemed then that I'd been far too gentle in my rule over Fairy Britain. I should have taught you better. Any capable maid should be able to create copies herself, each with her own ability. Look at the sky. It's time you face the reality of your situation. Oh! That took everything to defeat one clone. Oh, no battle. I don't think anyone else has noticed something is off. Blank at his reports, soldiers screaming, storming of destruction erupting all across Camelot. Nocnarius' troop, Muramasa dashing through the city on its own, and other brigades that had split up are all being attacked by the same enemy. It's Morgan, they're all fighting Morgan. Could there be magecraft familiar she created? No, that's not it. Judging by the quality of that magecraft, it has to be Morgan herself. Those are thought copies, clone of Morgans with the exact property of the original. The real Morgan still hasn't budged from the throne. She never needed the fairy knight at all. I can't believe this. How could I have screwed up so badly? I should have known a queen who has ruled Britain for 2,000 years wouldn't go down this easily. You should never have waged a war against her. We should not take her by surprise and assassinated her. There was no point in putting together an army to match hers. Morgan alone is more powerful than every soldier in Britain combined. She could have massacred the entire Barrera army on her own whenever she wanted, without even stepping up her throne. Bollocks, Blanca! Where's Gino Groups? Where's Castoria? I shrink down to my smaller form and jump onto the Sphinx monster's back. Frustrated, the flimsy wind can't carry me faster. I'm getting a bad feeling about this. Not about anyone else, of course. I don't know anything about other people's misfortunes. I only know about my own. And it's been telling me for a long time that my role is going to end here in this battle for Camelot. Hurry, hurry! It's okay they lost to Morgan. They can always try it again. But if they win, everything will be over. I just know Castoria is going to drop her guard once they win. Wouldn't I want them? I should have told them they would need to keep fighting until they reach the throne, even though they won a battle or two. And so, by the time I found them, it was too late to warn them. I had to make a choice. Do I protect Gino or Toria? By process of elimination, I knew Gino would be okay. He's the spectator, just like I am. Fate wouldn't demand his life today. No, the only one I need to rescue is that idiot girl. The girl who always leaves without looking, has no self-esteem whatsoever, but is so fiercely competitive and frustratingly obstinate. The girl keeps holding her weird hang-up like she's cradling a precious jewel in both hands. Toria, you damn idiot! Oh no, it sounds like it hurt really hard. Well, I guess it would like it if nighttime was warmer. I haven't told anyone else though. It's too embarrassing. I remember a winter from years past, a completely ordinary, uneventful winter. There was no time to run, or even to say goodbye. I hate to go out like this, but oh well. Guess it's just one of those things you can't see coming. Like a falling chandelier. Now, even though it's a bit early to hibernate, I can feel winter's light enfolding my body. Oh, we're gonna fight her again. Now it's 5 AP. The last one's pretty hard. Shoot, that should be in 5 AP as well. Fuck. These like all the magical energy, those all Morgan in the air. For 5. It was a storm that appeared out of nowhere, a curtain call given with no warning. The Queen's shadow that appeared in Camelot's sky mercilessly ravaged the ground. Those who tried to retreat found new wall blocking their path. Any who thought to hide in nearby building quickly learned that the Queen was willing to burn her own city to the ground to kill those who dared to rise against her. She was cruelly methodical. There can be no hope of fighting back. The rebel only waits for death. Soon, the advancing army cries turned to screams of retreat. When they realized escape was impossible, the cry turned to despair. In the sky above was no queen. She was a witch, the Witch of Britain. She was an avatar of death. Her only purpose was to torment and destroy the failure of the land. Oberon, everyone, Muramasa too. Are they really? I would not spare a single member of the rebel army, not a foreign mage, nor his companion. That is the price of thinking you could hope to defeat me after but a single pilgrimage. All foolish enough to hail you as a savior shall pay it. You and your mission both end here. My fair Britain has no need of paradise or the outside world. Wait, straight to battle? That's strange. Oh, it's the setup again. Oh, she still has those buffs and it's kind of hopeless. Spinning like more cube. But you can use both. But NPC match is much stronger. Ah, shit. Need an AoE servant.
まだまだ未熟者ですが頑張ります。
Yikes. This is why 5 is 5 AP.
白兵戦行きます。どれにしこういうことにできるのはいいかしら。今のうちに準備。もちろん切り刻む。
Moving class advantage.
邪魔者にはそろそろご退場願おうかしら。ガラスバキメルトアウト。
このようにやっ
楽しみましょう。
手に入らせない。
Like the exact same as the last battle.
手に入
So
らせ
screwed.
ない。簡単に終わらない。
Wait, what?
式はこうしてあげる。食べなさい。古きルール。白兵戦行きます。シールドエフェクト発揮します。ステータス頑張ります。
切り刻むやればいいんでしょ。身も心も生きていた痕跡さえも溶かして行くわよ行くわよ行くわよ行くわよ。ガラスバキメルトアウト。
このように
トランプ
アンルー
テロワルスエカワール。
すべて見つめます。よろしい。逃がすものか。それは絶えず見た滅びの夢。
Oh shit.
最果てにありながら
Did
鳥
you
は明日
think about that?
ロードキャメ
もうやだ。
ではこうしよう。これでどうか守ります。
Does she have any? Nope.
貫いてあげる。そう切り刻む。邪魔者にはそろそろご退場願おうかしら。言えなくガラスバキメルトアウト。
このように
アン楽しみましょう。バリエーションパラディオン。
簡単に終わらない。そういいでしょう。私の足元で許しを請いなさい。落ちよロードレスキャメロット。
ここまでか。あとは
What? She's not dead from that?
慈悲だ。神戸を垂れよ。恐怖は希望もない。何人も通るにあたわず。さてどこから潰して入らせない。あまり悩ませない。楽しくなるでしょう。
Yeah, can I end this with like
はい
just this?
いいでしょう。はい。
切りやればいい
Break
ん
the
で
first
しょ。
bar.
かけろ。目にある。
楽しみましょ
すべて見つめます。よろしい。どこから潰しても入らせない。式はこうしてあげる。食べなさい。
Oh, it's just like a nightmare that doesn't end.
命令
う。や
とも
ればいいんでし
Kind
ょ。
of easy has already because like
ささやか。
身も心も生きていた痕跡さえも溶かして行くわよ行くわよ行くわよ行くわよ行くわよ。ガラスバキメルトアウト。
このように
トランプ
まさか私が倒されるとは。
あまり悩ませないで楽しくなるでしょう。やればいいんでしょ。
Okay, so looks like you don't need to win this battle. Doesn't look impossible.
それは絶えず見た滅びの意味。最果てにありながら鳥は明日の命ロードキャメル
It's so impossible, I'm sure some wizard makes a run on YouTube.
やるじゃない。手に入らない。あまり悩ませない。さてどこから潰したものか。
Yeah, they unmade battle this time. Oh, just hammer in the despair. It seems I needn't been concerned about Merlin's aiding you. How truly heartless he is. They are. That's right. They are going to die, and it is your fault. You came here with weak resolve, no chance of victory, and no trust in anyone. This is the result. Pitiful Avalon LaFay, my comrade who has blindly followed the prophecies to a dead end. You have no thanks. You have no help. You will go unrewarded, uncelebrated, unrecognized, speaking from experience. You'll die all alone on a bloody hill, just as your counterpart did in proper human history. The child prophecies his fate was sealed the moment you chose to save Britain. You see, you cannot save what is already dead. Rather than fighting me, you should have fought the duty that brought you to me. Huh? Is it her? Like, wait. Huh? Huh? Did she just disappear? Hear me. Can you hear me? This is Aurora, head of the Wind Clan. I'm sorry I can't aid you in battle, but I hope I can at least be of help now. I only hope every fairy in Britain will hear what I had to say. It's Aurora, her voice carrying all throughout Camelot. At this very moment, brave fairy in Camelot, fighting to defeat Queen Morgan. The Queen possesses great power, but our love and respect for her has been even greater. She has personally protected our Britain for over 2,000 years. I'm sure there's not a fairy in the land who does not owe her a debt. However, even bearing in mind all she has done for us, she has done other terrible things that I cannot ignore. Those of you fighting in Camelot, please listen to what I have to say. Let me tell you Queen Morgan's true identity and what she has been doing in the shadow of our history. She know that? Ha ha ha, look at them go. Those pathetic rebel army soldiers are running for their life. That's what those low-class fairies get for entering Camelot without permission. Look, they're calling for help after finding their escape route cut off. Why are you happy about this? My mansion is gone. At least the rebel won't destroy the entire city. Your Majesty, please stop this. Can't you know? Cast a spell that only kill them without damaging our property? Don't be ridiculous. This is the best show I've seen in ages. Like the festival out there. This is how war should be. That Murian Master 7 is more durable than I realized. 2 more clones should do for him. 3 should suffice for the child prophecy. Magic? Murder? Your Majesty. Huh? Hey, who just sneaked in here? What the hell? What the? What did Medic just collapse? He was the High Queen's personal bodyguard. He should be way stronger than a regular knight. Him? Bow down, kneel before her. You are in the presence of Her Majesty, Guardian of Britain, Lord of the Fang clan. His pharaoh. Revel in her glory. What is that? Where did it come from? Guards, what are guards doing? Woodgoose, so you're alive. Did you come by the secret underground path? I must have told you a bit in the war against the Moors. That was 1,000 years ago. I'm impressed you still remember. You still remember? Of course I did. You told it to me in confidence, just in case. I have never forgotten, even for a moment. Your Majesty, please tell me, Your Majesty. Where is the child prophecy? Where's Beryl got it? No, never mind triviality like that. Why did you not send me a reinforcement? Why did you abandon the Fang clan to our death? Please tell me, Your Majesty. High Queen Morgan. Reinforcement? Ah, you mean the attack on Londinium? What a strange thing to ask. I did send you reinforcement, not that it seems to have done you any good. So you still insist on trusting Her Majesty? Very well, but please remember this. If Her Majesty tell you she did not send reinforcement, then all's well. Because that would mean she trusted you enough to believe you would have no need for them. But if she tells you she did send them, she's lying. That would be a lie meant to fool you, to conceal her decision to discard the Fang clan. You were there. You know for certain she didn't send reinforcements. There's no escaping that truth. If Her Majesty claimed otherwise, then you would know she thinks you and your clan are worthless. No, she doesn't have reason to. Morgan! Eh? He's mad! Woodward has gone mad! He's knocked Her Majesty to the floor. Somebody stop him before he beats her to death. Have you gone mad as well? There's no way we can stop Woodwoods. I know we're not going to try. Oh shit. I'll kill you. Our clan has been loyal to you for 2,000 years. I've been loyal to you for 1,000. And you have made a mockery of it all. You never loved us. You never cared about us. Die. I don't need a ruler who doesn't love me. Die, you damn witch. I should never have trusted you. I should be Britain's king. I'm an A-ray. Should stand over all others. Fairy Britain? A kingdom just for us fairy? What a load of shit. If it wasn't for you. You fool. After all the trouble I took to teach you manner. Your eyes so bloodshot. We should see how absolutely horrible you look. But your fur is as soft as ever. Ah, young Woodwoods, my brave Woodwoods. Your fur is always the warmest, most precious thing in all Britain. Yeah, I think she did trust you because you're like descendant of Rhineck. Now it's crying. What have I done? How could I have been so foolish? I can't believe I had to hear you say that to finally understand. Forgive me. Forgive me, Your Majesty. I should have known how much you love me. Oh, she turned into Morse and disappeared on its own. Your Majesty, thank goodness you're alright, but perhaps you should rest now. You're in no condition to... What are you saying? There's still rebel troops out there. They need dealing with. Come, Your Majesty. The throne is this way. Please show them how strong you truly are. Show us why you are Britain's rightful ruler. You need not tell me. Now, where's... Ah yes, the throne is that way. No, Your Majesty. You wouldn't be returning your throne. You have no right to it. So, you're the one who said Wood was on me. And you're so eager to die, Springen. I'll be happy to accommodate you here now. No, that wouldn't be necessary. I do often wonder how many years I have left, but that's not relevant right now. No, this time I have a good reason to believe I can win. In fact, I think this may well be my only chance at victory. Fairy Britain was a wonderful kingdom. I doubt anyone else can claim to have ruled over a nation on their own for 2,000 years. It was, however, a little dull. I can never hope to flourish in a nation that's forbidden from interacting with other cultures. A nation that experienced neither prosperity nor decline can hardly be called a nation at all. Britain is not your own private garden, Queen Morgan. It's time you put such childish dream behind you. I have failed to realize the extent to which you underestimated me. Impressive. Even were there nothing more than my head left of me, mere foot soldier could never hope to kill. Babette. Ah, thank you, Miss Witch. Thank you for doing all this for me. Everyone says you're a witch, but I'm so grateful to you. Thank you for doing this for us. Thank you for doing this for me, even though we don't deserve it. I do hope you can rest in peace now. You deserve it. In the beginning, before I had a single companion, I was known as a witch rather than a savior. One day, I awoke in Oakley with all the knowledge my other self had sent me. The mark of the proper human history. The fairy queen who entrusts everything to me, even knowing it would cost her her life. That was when I learned of Morgan's fate. She never found a place where she belonged in proper human history. She was born to be Britain's heir, yes, she lost that to King Arthur. For Morgan, the eye of Britain was everything. Without it, she herself was worthless. So when she lost Britain, she lost her worth. She must have been heartbroken, seeing what became of Britain when she was summoned here. But at the same time, I think she had another thought as well. This time, I can succeed. Now to the full story of Morgan. Since she had anywhere to belong, it was understandable that she would give so much to protect this place when she thought it offered her that chance. I had a duty to paradise, but I knew that duty would result in Britain's destruction. This other me though, she loved Britain dearly, even this Lostbelt version of it. I thought about it, and I realized I wanted the same things she did. From then on, I chose to live as her. Witch! You were the one to survive the calamity? But to do that, we have to do something about the fairies. Countless times I stopped the calamities. Countless times I made it climb the spirit to end wars. Countless times I was cursed and scorned as a witch. Countless times I had my spirit broken. I did not mind. It was never the fairy I loved. I only ever loved Britain itself, and the home I would make it there. It would be my very own Britain, something that was forever beyond my rich and proper human history. I did everything I could to make it a reality. Eventually, though, I realized the best way to do that was to keep the fairies safe. Thank you for giving me this water. But I want you to have it, Miss Witch. You worked so hard. After many long years, I even came to like that method. I gained companions I could trust, learned how to handle myself better. I grew comfortable with pretending to be a savior, and good at it even. I also soon changed my name to Ash, thinking it would make the fairy who gave me that name happy now that it was a savior. Later, I lost Londinium, and my companion distanced themselves from me. But it was okay. I would get it right this time, and would make my ideal Britain. That was my sole purpose for living. It's what the others gave me her. It's what the other me gave her life for. My very own Britain, my very own land of the Fae. I was originally planning to make it into an even more brutal country, but I relented, so as not to make her too sad. I let my subjects laugh, let them have fun. I let them forge connection, make advancement. I hope this state of affair continue forever and ever. I'm a traitor to humanity. I had to turn my back on my duty to paradise to accomplish it, but it made my dream come true. I know this place is cut off from the outside thanks to the war at the end of the world, but it's still the same place geographically. I expect that one day, guests from proper human history will come pay it a visit. When they do, I would like to ask them what they think of it. Is it beautiful? Is it like a dream made real? I hope they think it is. Nothing could possibly make me happier. Welcome to Fairy Britain, Fae guests. I hope you remember its beauty for the rest of your life. Huh? I told you how you underestimated me. That even as no more than a head it could. Shit. What should we do now? Spring is trying to overthrow the queen, right? Does that mean Spring is the new king? But Queen Morgan's still alive. Yeah, but she can only use her left hand now. How can she defeat the rebel army like that? Hang on, then what will happen to us? The rebel killed us all. Should we help Her Majesty? Spring would stand a chance against the rebel. Maybe the Queen Morgan could still do something if she get back to the throne. No way, just look at the mess she is now. I don't want to touch her. Besides, showing either side support could go badly for us. Yeah, good point. She just see how things play out and go with the winner. However, even bearing in mind all she has done for us, she has done other terrible things that I cannot forgive and ignore. Those of you fighting in Camelot, please listen to what I have to say. Let me tell you Queen Morgan's true identity. And what she's been doing, the shadow of our history. That's the wind tiding from Aurora. What's she going to tell us? Everything that's happened here in Fairy Britain has been one woman's selfish scheme. Ashes Savior is remembered as for having saved Fae kind in the Fae era. But she was never a fairy with this Britain. She's an enemy who came from the other world. I wonder how Aurora find out all of these though. Her only goal was to rule Britain for herself. To that end, she summoned countless calamity and broke the bond that bind our clans. No, that's just a lie. The worst of her crime was the destruction of Londinium. Uther was supposed to be Britain's rightful king, and she killed him, shattering the unity of the clans. That's a lie! All because she couldn't stand anyone else being king. Then, thanks to all the blood spilled and hatred forming through the conflict, the Great Calamity became the worst one in history. There are only a few fairy left who are still alive back then to remember this. But 2,000 years ago, our Britain was completely destroyed. Huh? What's Aurora talking about? Us destroyed? That can't be right. If that were true, why are there still fairy around today? No, perhaps it would have been better if the Great Calamity wiped us out. Yeah, so you wouldn't be here talking shit. At least then the few fairies to survive could have gone to create a peaceful Britain. But that never happened. After Ash, Morgan the Witch survived Londinium's destruction. She hatched a truly terrible scheme. She decided to use our precious sword tree for her own selfish desire. She stole all the magical energy stored inside the tree, leaving the dry, dead husk in the process, and used that energy to resurrect us. Believe the method she used known as the Chaldean summoning system. The command spell we all bear were not inscribed on us in Camelot. We are born with them. They are signed that we are Morgan's slave, that our only purpose is to offer up our time and magical energy to her. This is how the witch created her new Britain, and had the audacity to call it the heir of the High Queen. The reason Britain's land has never expanded further, why we cannot make effective use of humans, and why the Great Calamity destroyed our lands, is all because she made it that way. Please know this, for over 2,000 years, the Fairy Britain have been used and abused solely to satisfy the witch's greed. Morgan is that witch. She's a false king who came from paradise to rule over us. While she is to be commended for protecting Britain from the Moors, she is unworthy of our love nor our respect. So please, Fairy of Camelot, ask yourself this: who is Britain's true enemy? To whom should we entrust our land? How could she do that to us? She's terrible, horrible. You're right, she is. How dare she call herself a queen? Really, when you think about it, what do we need her for anyway? Like, dude. Uh-oh, they're in more work up than expected. Go back to where you came from, witch. You don't belong here. Damn, even throwing things at her, even stopping her. Fine then, we just have to use the soldiers as sword. Yeah, good idea. You can't fool us not any longer, witch. Shut up, it's your fault your word's so terrible. You're wrong and must get back to the throne without me. How dare you destroy our word over and over, especially when you can't do anything on your own. Stop, somebody, please. Witch, you could have made a much better world, but no, just had to be lazy about it. Stop, Please, I must get to the throne. Useless witch, worthless fairy, false queen. You don't need a pathetic ruler like you. Put me back on the throne. I don't want to lose Britain again. Whew, she finally stopped. Too stupid to quit even as she was dying, huh? Serves her right though. She brought this on herself by tormenting us all those years. By the way, who is that filthy fairy on the floor over there? Oh. That's not that bell. That bell? Does that mean? Attention everyone! We just received a message from Nocnarius' army. They have arrived at the throne and rung the bell of victory as proof. Wait, she's already there? As for Queen Morgan, Aurora has not executed her in the throne room. The former queen's official has been captured. The throne room shall be placed under the supervision of Nocnarius' army. And Springen, who was instrumental enough in bringing Morgan to justice, shall be temporarily appointed head of the 6th clan. Executed? So Morgan is dead? That's right, they said her body was horribly mutilated, and that we wouldn't have to worry about the successor appearing. The Queen's Knight has seen surrendering all across the land. Once we have recovered from our wound, we ought to assemble in the throne room as well. It's a shame you wouldn't be able to take the throne for yourself, Lady Castoria. But at least the battle is over now, and we are victorious. Things are going to be busy in a very different way now. We have to prepare the coronation ceremony for Queen Morgan's success. No, the leader of now New Britain. It's a horrible way to go. Why? Why do you always do this, Peperoncino? She carried me in her arm and wept for me as though she were the one suffering. But I'm already dead. I'm always dead. I'm always too late. I only ever find you after it's over. No matter how many times you're reborn, this is always what happened to you. Every time you're used, deceived, manipulated, discarded after you're broken. You should get angry at the fairy who deceived you. You should run away if they mistreat you. So why do you always forget them? I'm sorry, Miss Witch. I'm sorry I died again. I don't remember anything from my predecessor's life, but thank you for always crying for me. But it's okay, don't worry about me. I'm a hopeless failure of a fairy. This is the only way I can be of any help. So using me make up life better for everyone else in the village. That must be a good thing. That is not true. In all my many years in Britain, you were the only one who ever thanked me. So I will save you. I will. I promise. I swear you'll find your next generation successor before those accursed fairies do. And this time, I'll make you happy. But I'm still hopeless. No matter how many times Mother found me, I always end up like this. Peperoncino exists for the whole village. Peperoncino always has a smile on her face. As a kind fairy, I will win enough slaves to others. So after I died in Darlington, and my soul was so worn down I would never be reborn again. Mother brought me back to life and told me this. You must be evil. You must be cruel. It is the only way for you to survive. We would let you live a happy life, even just once. I would give up my dream, my Britain. I'm sorry, mother. Even that didn't work. I do hate fairy. They were always so mean to me. Never had any friends because they was also always so filthy. But then I met one fairy I could have normal conversation with. How strange! I hate all of fairy Britain. All Britain's is fairy, but it was so easy to talk to her. What was her name again? And what was that city called? What happened afterward? She's guilty too. She's Marcus's daughter, so she's guilty too. Let's tear her apart. She made our life hell. Ah, gross. Her limbs are rotten. What should we do with her? We just have to cut her up and throw the pieces away. Let's throw her out the window behind the throne. She's done the same to so many other fairies. Bye-bye. Welcome to the little princess. With both of you gone, we'll get living in the castle forever. Ha ha. I couldn't stop them. I saw them pulverizing mother. I was so too scared to stop them. I give up. I'm tired. I don't want to be here anymore. I know. I'll run away. I'll disappear. And look, there's a big dark hole right there. Sir Nunos, the scary god, the one thing martyrs fear, the bright red at the bottom of the pit, the lid of the apocalypse you could never close, even after trying for 2,000 years. Oh, she like went down there on her own. Oh shit. Wait, what's going on? It was dark for so long. Is it loading something? The map change? Wait, what? We Grail? No. This early? Wait. Wait, is this the... We need to check again. And Act 24 is the final act. And the part 2. Should I continue? Oh. Oh man. I need to see how things are. Yeah, this is pretty some recap. Oh man.
いらっしゃいマスター。時間は戻らん。まだマナプリズム。
Oh. Oh. I believe this is the end of part 2. It took 3.5 hours for today. Yeah, maybe could have done it like on Monday. Yeah, it's still a bit early, so I think I'll be continue for a bit. Yes, another account there. Today is the 45th day about the covert operation of Britain's coast. I have called you all here for one reason and one reason alone. The time has come for to decide whether to leave this Lostbelt. Lost world, according to our technical advisors' report, and return to standard space. Or to muster everything you've got and send additional forces, myself and Murian, to aid the field team's effort. But hey, fortunately, we just received a news report from Tiffin with excellent news. Captain, if you would. Got it. Restoring power to the command room. Well, the light are back on. Then does that mean? That's right, my boy. Mission complete. Morgan is officially out of the picture. Gino, Da Vinci, and Kitty alike really came through. What's more, the fairy was so impressive with our accomplishment that it agreed to give us one of Camelot's Rome Go Mania. Woohoo! I can't believe we're gonna get the real thing. Is that just a spell? Now the Boros finally can have a main cannon. Can't wait to be the gunner. Alright, but only 4 of you. You can draw lots later to decide who it will be. A Rome Go Minia's main cannon, eh? As the director, it is my duty to pull the final trigger. Okay, Gordo, let's not get ahead of ourselves. That said, I can't stop grinning either. I've always dreamed of having a huge cannon on the deck. Yes, good point. At first I thought I would like to build it into the bow. But on further consideration, that seems extremely unsafe. Much better to add it to the deck, since we can jettison it at the moment's notice. But never mind that now. According to the report, it will take them 7 days to reach the shore from Camelot. We'll wait until then. After they arrive, we can leave. That is why I had Captain turn the light on in the command room. Now that we no longer have to conserve as much power as possible in case of emergency, we can get by with our moderate energy conservation. No seeming to trying 45 days for all of you. Now is our chance to recuperate while we prepare to install our Rome Go Mania. Is something matter? As administrative advisor, most people would consider it cause for celebration, you know. While we are at it, I feel it should let you know something you don't seem to be aware of. That face you're making right now, I may as well be shouting. It feels like this case has only just begun. Thank you for the warning, Gordo. What's in use to tell me much of the same thing? However, I'm afraid you're not quite correct. This is no more mere feeling. I assure you, this case has only just begun. Really? Even though we defeated the Lostbelt's king? We still have yet to answer so much as one truly essential question, Director. How did this Lostbelt come into being? Why was Camelot's built? Yeah, what purpose was the Bells of Pilgrimage originally meant to serve? What's the Fairy Paradise's mission? And what happened to the Great Calamity? The Red Calamity and Black Calamity that ended Britain during the first iteration of the Fey era, before Morgan's involvement. For that matter, who was it that originally attempted Britain's destruction? If the natural line of malice I have glimpsed in Da Vinci's report are any indication, the true culprit, no, the truth itself still lies elsewhere. Rest assured, I am all in favor of restoring the power and recuperating, but not for the purpose of returning home. Now, no, we must remain all the more vigilant and prepare for worst-case scenario. From here on, this will be a battle to save the world, and Chaldea's aid could be essential. Everyone's just happy. In Gloucester? It feels like I got back to Salisbury in no time. Oh yeah, Salisbury, I got it wrong. Like, I didn't mean this, but I got the name wrong. I know, but between the talk we had in Camelot about our next step and the wagon ride here, it's already been 3 days. So far, everything's been going smoothly. Wherever we have gone, the fairies have come out to cheer for us. Margaret's staying behind in Camelot to handle things with the upper-class fairy as Knocknarius' proxy. Percival is staying behind as well, so you can secure the sacred lands affixed to the castle entrance for us. That'll take more than 1 day to remove, and then another 3 to bring it back to Storm Border Station off the coast. Although I'm a little worried about him. He said he's doing fine, but yeah, Melusine is nowhere to be found, and that was his reason for fighting. Yeah, he seems to be kind of dragging. Even when we insisted he gets some rest, he said it was more important that he pay us back what we had done. I mean, it's true we don't have a lot of time left to spare, so I can't deny that'll help us out, but still. Oh, I know. After he brings us to the sacred lands, you should give him a turn in one of the borders' recovery pod. If a full course of cutting-edge medical technology doesn't perk him up, nothing will. Besides, he could probably use it anyway, since it sounds like he's been working non-stop since he started the Round Table Army. Hey, that's not a bad idea. Then you could give Habitat a spin in one of those recovery pod things too. She insists she's just sleepy. I can tell she's been getting more depressed by the days since Margaret was defeated. Yeah, of course she would be. All she does is sleep and write in her diary, day in and day out. Hell, even now she wouldn't budge from her bed upstairs. I can only guess she'd be beyond exhausted. Castoria, I gotta ask, are you sure about this? Get following Martin's example by having the coronation of Salisbury's cathedral. Then again, you said you were gonna let Knocknarius take the throne and go back to Tintagel. And now it's all but a done and now it's all but a done deal that she's gonna be the next queen. How could you just give up your claim to the throne after everything I did to help you get there? Sure, it's great that the clans came to the agreement so quick since the chat prophecy suggested it. But still. I know, but this is what's best for Britain's future. The only reason I'm still here because Oberon gave his life to save mine. If it wasn't for him, my journey would have ended there. In the end, I never came close to reaching Morgan's level. Maybe I feel differently if I'd been the one to defeat her. But it was the rebel army that did that. Percival led the Round Table Army, and it was Knocknarius who assembled the army of Northern Fairy. Me? I just went straight for the glory, and you saw how that went. But honestly, I don't know the person. I don't know the first thing about politics. So letting Knocknari be the next queen and retiring to an easy life in my hometown seems like a no-brainer. I can almost hear everyone's cheers. Great job, Child Prophecy, right now. Isn't everyone dead now? Well, gosh, you're in a good mood, aren't you, Child Prophecy? Why wouldn't you be? You really did it. All thanks to Da Vinci. Here you go, 6 Deluxe apple water. Thanks, Mike. You know, I just realized there aren't any other customers here. There's a reason for that? Oh, that reserved the whole place for you guys after the Red Rabbit told me you were coming. If the other fairy found out the Child Prophecy was coming here, the place would be packed to the raptor. Especially since they are fairy here from all across Britain to see the Night Queen's coronation. I've got a feeling you don't much care for crowd, right, Castoria? So I thought you'd feel more comfortable with just you guys here. Well, you're not wrong. Thanks, Mike. Okay, everyone, let's toast to our victory. All together now. Cheers. Wait. Ah, that victory toast might be the best things ever. Congratulations on job well done, everyone. Thanks, Castoria. However it went down, now that Morgan is gone, we don't have to worry about proper human history being invaded. This Britain should remain safe and stable, until the bleached earth phenomenon situation is resolved. I don't know what will happen after that. Maybe it was tackle on top of proper human history, or maybe it will be expelled from the planet. But if nothing else, you can be sure the fairy wouldn't disappear. We are also thinking about using a storm border to help some of the migrate. This does mean we're going to go our separate way. It does mean we'll be going our separate ways, but I know things will be fine with you and Knocknaria here. And once Castoria handles its own problem, our leader will come back to pay their respect. Huh? You mean you're leaving Da Vinci? Yeah, after the coronation. Besides, I've got a ton of work waiting for me back at the border. But I have nothing planned for today. If there's anything you want to ask me about, now's your chance. Oh, I know. Make your roadmap for the next few years of your pups' growth. All you have to do is follow it, and this place will become the best hotel this side Camelot. You've got the genius guarantee on that. Oh wow, really? That sounds amazing. I guess I'm gonna have lots of new ghosts then. I can't wait. I can't wait. So Mash, what did you and Barker talk about earlier? Oh right, had a short chat just before we left Camelot. I've been interested at handling the aftermath here in Camelot. Percival and Knocknaria as a subordinate could be the ones making the decisions. But I should be more persuasive. The ambassador and official who have yet to get on board with the new administration. As for Springer and Aurora, they both agreed to support the Child Prophecy's choice for the new queen. I'm concerned that we still haven't heard from Murian, but I doubt that will be a major issue. Understood. This may sound strange coming from me, but I'm glad you're here helping us. There's no reason to thank me. It's all I can do to be useful. Though I must ask, why do you look at me like that? I'm a criminal and a traitor to the crown. I don't deserve to call myself a knight. That's not true, Bargus. You're an exemplary knight. Your loyalty to Morgan never wavered, even for a moment. But you stood up to fight her in the name of protecting Britain. That must have been a very difficult choice. You're not the first knight I've known to make a choice like that. Which is why I'm so glad to see the rebel army welcome you with open arms. You wield your sword for others' sake, not your own. You truly believe it's the duty of the strong to protect the weak. So please, Lady Bargus, please don't be so hard on yourself. You're just as noble a knight as Bogus said you were. I see, so you were there with Bogus where he died. Tell me, what did you think of him? Was he a good lord? He was a wonderful lord. He did everything he could to help Sheffield and Norwich up to his dying breath. I may be a member of Castoria, but here in the land of the Fae, I would like to think of myself as a knight of Sheffield as well. That's how much the people I met there meant to me. I see. I expect no less from the old hardhead. He's always been surprisingly considerate. He was also a huge womanizer. That's one thing Woodward's never had over him. Really? I had no idea Bogart was so popular. You forgot he like 30 wife. Oh yes, his plain-spoken nature always had a cutting straight into Fairies' heart, even if he didn't mean to. How else he had like maybe 61? Oh yeah, I got the number wrong. 61 times. How else would he have been married 61 times? Good point. In retrospect, that does explain a number of things. The same is true for you, Galahad. Ah, right, you said your name was Smash, didn't you? I will be undergoing a court-martial once Camelot's affairs are in order. But after hearing your words, even a century in prison will pass easily. Thank you. Thank you, young knight of proper human history, honorable knight of the true round table. Were it possible, I would have loved to meet the other knight of the round table. Really? Like who? Gawain, her idol? Good question. Maybe Sir Gawain? No, never mind. I know my emotion would get the better of me. But I would love to meet Sir Palamedes, Sir Tristan, and Sir Kay, who was said to be the tallest of the night. Yo, you did meet Tristan. Well, as a matter of fact, you have already met one of them. Senpai told me all about it. Remember that night you were out back at the ranch? That was Sir Tristan. What? Really? Tristan, the child of sadness. That Tristan? That's right, though I suppose he may not have made a strong impression. No, he did. Yeah, I was about to say that. She definitely had respect for him. He did. I would never forget the sheer mastery of the bow he did demonstrated. It's just that... what have I done? How could I ever hope to make amends? You beat him in a fair and honorable duel, right? I'm sure there wouldn't be any hard feeling on Tristan's part. Although, I'm curious, why are you so attached to the Knight of the Round Table? It seems like there's more to it than just the name Morgan gifted you with. Alright, you're a fellow woman and a knight, so I suppose I don't mind sharing with you. But it goes without saying that they are very attractive. I especially look up to them because of their stories. Despite all the personal problems they face, in the end, they always chose to stick together to protect their kingdom. They were the very model for a strong and honorable knight fighting in defense of the weak. I don't know what I would have done without their example to guide me. They made me want the same things for Fairy Britain. Even though, ultimately, it was you and your companions who accomplished what I could not. I would like you to give the foreign major message for me. Please, tell us thank you for supporting our world. No, for supporting the child prophecy. As knights go, I may be a disgrace, but I will never forget the debt I owe him. If he ever should have need of my horn, all I need to do is say the word. I'm still bummed out. She really said that, huh? We have to make sure not to let her. We have to make sure not to let her down then. Well, it's unfortunate that we first met her as an enemy. I hope from now on we can help each other instead. Ah, don't worry. Marcus may be readying herself to jail, but there's no way Nocnaria is gonna let her see the inside of a cell. There ain't anyone else around who knows the fairy of the Camelot as well as she does. If Nocnaria is gonna rule effectively, she can need a right hand she can trust. You're heading out, Grimmer? Just a little errand need to take care of. I'm gonna see how Nocnarius is doing. The Northern Fairy have never been to Salisbury or the Great Cathedral before, right? So I figured they could use all the help they can get, seeing how the coronation is tomorrow. Oh right, I forgot you are the first Greenmaster's knowledge. Well, thanks for helping out. Thanks for helping that jerk out. This will be her greatest opportunity to shine yet. Is Gloucester? Is she still here squishing? There's no more here. Oh, here. Damn, been squishing like probably like 4 or 5 days. The eyes so scary. There's no life left in there. That's strange. I could have gotten them all, right? Hello? Anyone still there? Is anyone still alive? Oh. Oh, are you okay? You are okay? Just say something, please. Lady Murian. I don't think there's anyone left in that box. Perhaps it's time you move on. Who's there? Oh, Koyanskaya, it's you. When did you get here? Did you just get back? Oh, she was here the whole time. Just give me a minute to wash my hand, okay? I feel so gross for some reason. Weird, don't you think? She like block it out her mind. Kind of take that and that and that. You can't hide from me. Not in the wood. Not anywhere. Die! 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 I want to see you running in panic, waiting for someone to save you before I grind you to paste. What? Are you freaking kidding me? How is this supposed to be fun? It's gross, disgusting. How the heck can you fairy enjoy this? Oh goodness. Answer me, you disgusting insect! You started this, right? Why do you do this? Why are you begging for help now? If you know how awful this feels, then why didn't you spare the Winklet we begged you to? This fucked up. Ugh. Who's there? Pardon me, intrusion, Lady Murian. They startled you? Oh, Koyanskaya, when did you get here? I haven't seen you around lately. Have you been in town long? Oh, but never mind that. Listen, I come up with the best idea for the revenge. Oh, fuck. Oh, God. No, she's mind broken. I've come up with the very best idea for revenge. I'm going to use my game board to make an inescapable bug trap. It would take me hundreds of years to create an open world big enough to finish up the whole Fang clan. But that's okay, I can wait. I'm the Butterbird Princess, the most patient of all Wing Clan fairies. I swear I will complete it, no matter how difficult it may be. After all, just imagine how cool it would feel to take my revenge when it finally happened. It's going to be the greatest moment of my life, and I'm going to devote everything I have making it happen. The horrible fairy that feels so good and like when they kill others. It's just the good fairy doesn't get a good ending. The bad fairy, it doesn't matter if they get a bad ending. It's going to be great. What could go wrong? Oh, Lady Murian. Her poor mind just can't accept the dull reality. So, how are things in Camelot? Is Queen Morgan really gone? Yes, she is. Morgan's put to death, and the rebel army now controls the city. There's to be a coronation to mark the reign of the new queen tomorrow. Once that happens, it's only a matter of time until the new law of the land reaches Gloucester as well. And if the truth about what happened to Fang ever come to light, I'm afraid it could put you in a precarious position, Lady Murian. Huh? Something happened to the Fang clan? Oh well, never mind that. Right now, we need to focus on Camelot. I never thought Castoria would relinquish her claim to the throne so easily. I was hoping she and Nocnaria would end up taking each other out, but oh well. Still, it's a good thing there's going to be a new queen soon. There's no time to wait before the great there's no time to waste before the great calamities show up, after all. Nocnaria is a direct descendant of Map, so she should understand how important that throne is. So I'll contact her soon. And arrange an alliance between Camelot and Gloucester. Once the threat of the great calamity has passed, then I'll find a way to overthrow her. Yes. Everything just come to that, huh? What about the next great calamity, huh? Everyone just overthrow. Everyone don't want to be on top. Right now, our priority is ensuring Britain's survival. Can't wait to invite our meal to our enemy, proper human history, Chaldea to my garden until then. Oh my, you ain't going to word Chaldea, Lady Murian. And here I thought you didn't have any interest in them. I did at first. But it's obvious now that proper human history is the threat of this land. And they are your enemy as well, right? So that makes them mine too. What? Would that make you blush? What the hell? But first, Nocnaria. I'm going to start by writing her a letter asking her to kick the Round Table army out of Camelot as soon as she's officially the new queen. There's no way I'm letting Chaldea have a sacred lands. They all belong to fair Britain. Yes, of course it's not gonna go so well. Anyway, once I'm done writing it, would you deliver the letter for me? I used to have Owen handle this sort of things, but haven't been able to reach him lately. Very well then, I'll be gladly to attend the coronation on your behalf. But if I may, Lady Murian, what are you going to do afterward? You really need to get out of this room before it starts to affect your health. I have lots of reading left to do. There's so much Morgan suppressed during her reign. How did she stop the Great Calamity before? And for that matter, what is the Great Calamity? Yeah, it was struck. It was. What is it? It was struck you when you finally learn about it. She might learn about it and get panicked. I just know the answer to those and other questions must be in the document I took from Camelot. And if that information is written down somewhere, I'm positive I can decipher it. I'm going to find out the truth as sure as I'm the Butterbur princess. Oh, this is so long. Interlude. Oh, another interlude. Yeah, I think that's enough for now. Okay. It's been 4 hours, the usual time. It's the usual time, the usual point would stop, and yeah, it would stop at this point. Yeah, thank you guys for watching, and we'll actually start part 3 on this Saturday. It'll be a long stream too. We'll go for as long as they can. I want answer. There may have been left unanswered. Goodbye, everyone, and good night.